Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? Shawnee. Bruno, how you doing, buddy? Right, let's crack on, shall we? Downhill domination. Why does that ring a bell to me? How you doing, Doge? Right, I want to play some asymmetrics. I really want to make this Missouri work, you know. Took on Janky. Sean, that sucks. I'm a bit disappointed that you can't do half these challenges in asymmetric, or at least not this one, which I feel is going to be the most annoying one. I'm going to get these two done. And hopefully this one. And then I'm going to try and get this one. I think this is going to be easier. 15 fires. I just got to play the lion. You do that one in cart? Wait, what? Wait. Hold up. What? Wait, so... Wait. Whoa. Huh. I'm going to try still with the Napoli. I don't think I've ever played co-op. So 2 teams, but we're both against bots, and whoever gets the most score wins. Is that how that works? Good point. What tier can I do it? Is it not that one? Not that one. Get out of here. Okay. I might do it in the best ship in game. Single best ship in game. Hummus. Hood. Is that a good idea? That's a good idea, right? Hood is the one, right? The Nelson. Oh no, my friend. Oh no. Hood has arrived. Nelson is cool. I definitely want Nelson or Rodney. Rodney's the one with torps, right? So Rodney's the one I probably want. I'm beginning to learn, painfully. I say beginning to learn. It's not like I didn't already know it, but... no way, Sean. No way. The only thing that Nelson has over Hood is caliber of weapons. It's got 1 extra gun, but that's kind of a moot point. That doesn't make much of a difference. It's slower. It's actually not as armoured at the belt. It's not as manoeuvrable. It's not as cool looking. It's smaller. Not as good AA. It's just not. It's just not. Maybe in warships. Maybe it might be better in warships. But in terms of which ship is actually better overall IRL, it's Hood. It's Hood all day. It's Hood all day. Hood is... Of the ships that saw action, so we're not counting stuff like Vanguard, and we're not counting... I wouldn't even count Yamato, to be honest, for that. It did see action, but one engagement doesn't really count. Similar to Bismarck, but we're not going to... I will count Bismarck in that, but I won't count Tirpitz, but they're the same, so it doesn't matter. I would say of the ships that saw action, Hood is second only to the Iowa. And that's mainly because the Iowa had sea to land missiles and surface to air. Well, is it surface to air if it's on a ship, or is it sea to air? Yeah. Talking about all ships, Prince of Wales. Prince of Wales is, in many ways, has many advantages over Hood, but also many disadvantages. Many disadvantages. Still slower than Hood. Again, the difference in guns isn't massive enough to make a big difference in my mind. More armored than Hood. It has that, but smaller caliber guns. So, again, like a downside. I think it's not... There's not much between them. Not much between them, but I do think Hood wins for me. For me, particularly, Hood wins that, still. I reckon I can overmatch that. But also, I guess... But I think the Prince of Wales probably is the best design the Royal Navy had until Vanguard. Like, I think that's pretty... I'm pretty confident to say the Prince of Wales is a much better design than the Hood. Like, that's just the way it is. The Hood was an incredibly well-designed ship at its conception. But 25 years later, I think Prince of Wales is the better designed ship. But I think Hood, when you... Especially if you factor in the crew and the ability of the ship because of the crew and all that, I think Hood wins, but... Okay, cannoneer ships. Well, yeah, I mean, most of these battleships are going to be considered better than cannoneer ships, right? Like, a ship of the line is not going to be as good as HMS Hood. You know, it's just the way it is. As cool as they are, and I think they're cooler. I think some of them are cooler. I think a 3-decker is probably cooler than a Bismarck, right? I think Victory is a cooler ship than Bismarck, right? But it's nowhere near as capable, you know? You got to factor that in when you're ranking them. Am I really not going to Citadel this guy? Come on. Oh, the Hood was, the Nelson was incredibly effective, no doubt in it. No doubt it was incredibly effective, but it was incredibly situational. Like, if you're talking in a real-life sense, there's not a single battleship the Germans had, and they had, you know, of the battleships they had, there's not one that was a match to the Nelson in a straight brawl, but there was not one that the Nelson could catch if it decided to flee. And that makes the Nelson completely ineffective, right? If it can't even catch its prey, then it can't kill its prey, right? And that's why the Nelson was, you know, very lucky that the Bismarck got hit by a torp, right? Nelson easily could win the Bismarck if the Bismarck wants to duel it, but the Bismarck never wanted to duel it. The Bismarck was always going to try and run, but it just couldn't, you know? But I do think, yeah, the Nelson in a straight fight would beat something like Hood, but again, Hood could eliminate that possibility by moving in and out of its range, right? But yeah, in a straight fight, I think Nelson beats almost anything of its day. I think Nelson would smash Yamato if you gave it the chance. Like, yes, Yamato has bigger guns and thicker armor, but Nelson still has guns to do the job. Like, his guns can still smash anything. There's no amount of armor that's going to properly save you from a 16-inch broadside. It doesn't even have to go broadside. The beauty of the Nelson class. Such a bulk design. I love it, though. Hood v Hood. That is a tragic affair. Yeah. I tell you what, didn't Nelson or didn't one of the Nelsons bombard on Normandy? I'm sure one of them did, right? I know Warspite was so effective in the Normandy bombardments that they had to call off certain operations on the ground because it was no need for it anymore because Warspite just flattened the objective. That's kind of awesome. I should switch to HE, but with my reload, I might as well just fire a salvo and get what damage I can. The HE would have only done 3,000 there anyway. There you go, top screen team. Doge, that is such an elite tier game. Oh, that game is so amazing. I might actually get my hit and run out later. God, that game's so good. They ain't getting away. Nelson nowadays against nowadays ship would get destroyed. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously most battleships against modern ship, any gun-based ship would get annihilated by a modern ship because, I mean, you got to bear in mind, anti-ship missiles nowadays are not designed to sink battleships. An anti-ship missile would have a harder time against the Yamato than another Yamato would, because they're not designed to sink ships that big and that well armored. They're designed to straight away smash through a lightly armored hull and just wreak havoc with flooding. So actually, they wouldn't do as much damage as you think. However, they vastly outrange it and can be there very, very quickly. So they could hit it before it can get in range several times. So any battleship versus a modern ship with anti-ship missiles, 100%. But, you know. Doge, that'd be kind of legendary. Okay, so I can just do it in this, and because I have the hood and I love the hood, easy. It's an excuse to play the hood again. How well Nelson would tank. Yeah. Most anti-ship missiles just could not do as much damage to battleships as I think people think. That being said, like I say, they vastly outrange it. I mean, the range on some of those missiles is like 50 kilometers, whereas Nelson's like 23 kilometers, right? They could just keep pounding it. But yeah, it wouldn't do a ton of damage in one hit. It's not like with modern ship-on-ship warfare where one missile would take a ship out. It wouldn't do that with a Nelson. Need DPM? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could do it in something like... Thing is, I don't really have anything with a very high DPM. Like... Because the only, like, tanky cruiser I have at this sort of tier is Toulon, but Toulon has as long a reload as these battleships. It's just more accurate. I guess I could take Fiji. That's not a bad shout, actually. I could take Fiji. I always forget about Fiji, because I was looking for a cruiser the other day with some HE, so I could HE spam to get the fire challenge. But then I remembered Fiji doesn't have it, and I've just discounted it in my mind. These conditions are amazing. This is like, I mean, they're not, obviously, it's terrible conditions, but this is like interesting conditions for this sort of engagement. Yeah, maybe I take the Fiji. That's a good shout, actually. I didn't even think about that. Doge, that would be legendary. Man, Simpsons Hit and Run was such a good game. He used to play the shit out of that. Terrible conditions for True. But realistic conditions for chasing the Bismarck. I mean, like I said, they're terrible conditions. I know that, but it's cool. It's very cool. That being said, although the hood is more of a maneuver sniper type ship, thicker belt than deck, so actually getting close is not a bad thing for me, is it really, when you think about it? I don't know if in-game it's got as thick a belt as it should have. Realistically, this thing should have a thicker belt than Bismarck. Marginally thicker, but still thicker. But I doubt it does. I very much doubt it does. Like, this thing in close quarters should win against a Bismarck. Much easier than at distance, but I doubt it does, because they couldn't allow that. I think too many people play close quarters in this game. Too many people rush in to the point where the statistics are probably showing that this thing would have to have gone up if it had a thick belt like that. Then again, not that many people probably play the hood, and they probably play it in a withdrawn role. Plus, everything at this rank, sorry, has guns that can pen it. So, Kubek, how you doing, buddy? Anything I can get side shot on, I'm not going to bother with that destroyer. Playing a destroyer in this mode is curious. So I found out via a stream the other day that you shouldn't hit the water in the British battleships because the short fuse will just immediately arm when it hits the water and you won't be able to get the Citadel. Didn't know that. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, dude. I'm doing alright. It's an alright, relaxed day today. Just chilling. Yeah, give me that. Give me that nice side profile. You know you want to. Poor Belfast. Absolutely about to get ripped. Enemy heavily damaged. Yeah, I mean, this thing gets Citadels like it's nobody's business on cruisers. Which is cool. That's why I loved this thing for the Arctic operation, for the San Diego. I loved it. It was honestly... I mean, I didn't have a ton of choice, but it was probably the favourite ship I played in that operation. Why do we keep going up against hoods? These things are... I feel like these things aren't super common. Why do I keep seeing them? Also, this vid has a better secondary complement than I expected. Oh, not really getting a good vibe of it right now, but I get a ton of secondary hits with this thing normally. At least I did in the operation where I was close quarters. Oh, it's a mirror! Ah, okay. I see. I see. That makes sense. That makes more sense. Annoying that I'm not getting the citadels, but hey ho. Wow, we annihilated them again. I've realised that's not a scoreboard. I've just realised that's not a scoreboard. Every time I've looked at it and gone, oh, I'm third still. I'm an idiot. I'll have to check at the end. Someone's going to get that with talks, unfortunately. Maybe not. Maybe not. I didn't know it mirrored a team. There was me getting all excited seeing a hood. I was thinking, damn, I'm so consistently third place. It's just where I belong, I guess. That's funny. Still, I'm doing a decent effort, decent contribution. I can live with that. I can live with that. I don't think I'm going to be... I got a cap at the end. Third place king, exactly. It's just made for me. Hey, second. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This could really be the one. Watch me take the Fiji and come, like, last. What should I... Should I take the Fiji? I mean, tier 7 is... Oh, I could take my Sinot. Wait, no. What's the reload difference? Because these things are really strong. This is the thing to Citadel a battleship with, of all my ships at this BR. Yeah, no, got a space. Just send me over a message. Doing tier 7 co-op at the moment to complete a challenge. Tier 7 co-op at the moment to complete this challenge. Got 3 more. I know you're saying it's not the best option because I need high DPM, but it's been working so far. If I change it and it doesn't work, I'm going to be bitterly disappointed. I forgot you were that. Whatever that means. Is that a name or is that a noun? I was about to say, is that a name or is it a noun? I need to stop. No, I'd say. If you say skill issue because I say it's working, that's the opposite of what skill issue is. I'm making it work with something that shouldn't be possible. That's like extra skill, I guess. I need to do naval. I need to do the squad battles, don't I? I need to do squad battles. No. You're bound to play the Fiji. I'll do it in Italy later. This man wants any excuse to say skill issue, I swear. I need to eat. I've got a Rocky. And all down. That's it. That's it. You got bear in mind, Sean, though, I'm still very much a battleship main. So expecting me to do better in a cruiser, whether or not it's a better choice, kind of is silly. Even if it's a better choice, I'm better in battleships. General quarters. Yo, Quebec. Let's give them a hard time. Honestly. Honestly. Is Edinburgh the tier 8? Why is Edinburgh town class? I'm pretty sure Edinburgh is a city. We've got London. With Belfast is a city too. So's Liverpool. Why are all the town classes cities? And then the one city named after a ship is this county class. Yeah, but the Belfast is a town class cruiser. The Belfast is a town class cruiser, and the Edinburgh and the Liverpool are built off that same design. I know the Liverpool is, maybe the Edinburgh's not, but the Liverpool is a town class, I'm pretty certain. Kept freezing. Oh, that's weird. Man, you're having a few tech issues lately, eh, Bruno? Maybe it sorts itself out. Oh, God, a Fiji. I wonder why there's a Fiji here. That's weird, isn't it? Oh, God, there's a Uganda. Wait, we don't have a Uganda. Yo, Sean, man. Why are you fake newsing me? I know 100% that Belfast is a town class cruiser, though. And I know the Liverpool is a modified town class as well. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention and I sailed out the smoke. I wasn't paying attention, I sailed out the smoke. The Citadel hits on that New Orleans. Oh shit, we're in trouble. I need to leave. I must depart, good friends. It's been a pleasure. Oh yeah, these are single launch. Go away. Go away. Go away. I actually have no control over my steering right now. But it's going the right way at least. Oh, no way. I just got in the smoke and lost detection. That sucks. I think I lost detection before he fired. I don't know, guys, but I think I did. I'm definitely not coming in top 3 this match, am I? I don't know. Like, I get it, like DPM and all that, but I was able to do vastly larger amounts of damage in my hood because I was punching down at weaker targets and just annihilating them. Like, I know I can put out... My DPS is higher, but I think my DPM is lower. 2 volleys of the hood made up for, like, 6 volleys of the Fiji, at least. Don't forget, the hood doesn't have a really long reload. It annoys me that hood gets battleship dispersion after, you know, the hood being known as a battlecruiser, even though it should be known as a battleship. But, you know, hood being a notoriously accurate gun crew kind of winds me up that they made it less accurate on purpose. But hey-ho. Especially because it's a premium, right? It's not in the tech line. It doesn't have to follow the tech line rules. But if it was in the tech line, it would be on the battlecruiser side, surely. So it should have battlecruiser dispersion. But nah. But nah. The fact it's a premium and they shafted it was a bit annoying. What is this decoration? Holy shit. Oh, he's playing a Veneto. I love the Veneto. I think the Veneto has been more fun than my experience of the Lepanto so far. I came 3rd. Okay, okay. Okay, we're okay. Still top 3. Still top 3. It's fine. If I'd have stayed alive, I might have come higher. This mode just does not seem to reward much, does it? And it's fine. If I'd have been in my smoke there, I wasn't paying enough attention. I'm so used to playing the Italian ships with the crawling smoke. And I just completely forgot. If I'd have been in my smoke, I think I would have been okay. But, you know. You live and learn. It's bots. It is bots, indeed. Anyone in chat got Valheim, by the way? What a game. I nearly missed the opportunity to show up the stream today because I was playing Valheim and enjoying it so much. Also, this has got the same design as a town class. It's obviously not a town class. This is a colony. Well, is this a colony class? Dominion class? I don't know. It's Fiji. Valheim's such a good game. I don't know why Valheim got so much hate early on. Like, it's better than it was. It's better than it was. But, oh, it's so much fun. I will say, playing alone, I'm playing it in a duo at the moment. And playing it with more people is definitely better. Because it massively reduces the amount of grind required. It's a survival game. There is a grind. That's just life. You know, I'm okay with the grind in survival games. Because I hate the grind in games like this. I like the grind in survival games. And the reason for it is it's not as hit or miss. Like, if you're mining resources, yes, it's long. But you're mining the same amount of resources consistently. As long as you're targeting your resource areas, right? Whereas in a grind like this, it's hit or miss. You have a bad game and it can double your... Well, not double, but it can massively increase the remaining grind, right? If you're like, cool, I get X amount of match, that's 10 games, but 2 of those games are bad, that could become 14 games really quickly, right? Like... Because if 2 of them are bad and then the 2 replacement games are okay-ish, suddenly you're extending it, right? Whereas the grind in Valheim, I think, is... I mean, to be fair, I've not got to the end of the game. So, I've only ever gotten a few bosses in. And I'm restarting now, only 1 boss in. So, you know. But I love that game. I think it's so good. I'm very tempted to open a community Valheim. You know, I'm very, very tempted. I've seen Drifty's doing it, and it just got me really into playing it again. And then I started playing it with a girlfriend. She picked it up, and like, I've had so much fun with it. I actually think it's the most chill game I have. A couple days of just playing Valheim and nothing else, and I've just been so serene. I've been so at peace, lads. I've had such a calm few days compared to grinding warships or playing Hoi 4 or something. I've had such a calm couple days, boys. I'm back on the Hoi 4 grind as well, so I've stopped playing EU4 for a couple days, started playing Hoi 4, and then stopped playing Hoi 4 already to play Valheim. Even Hoi 4 against the AI frustrates me at times, because it's just dumb shit that happens. The AI is so inconsistent. Well, it's not inconsistent, it's consistent. It's consistently stupid, is what it is. It's consistently independent New Macedonia, New Caledonia is what I meant. Independent New Caledonia declaring war on North Macedonia for the conquest of, like, bloody Sofia from Bulgaria, you know? Like, it doesn't... None of it makes sense. AI is stupid and I hate it. Is it me or my reload just get way slower? I feel like I was firing a lot quicker. Maybe it's... do you know what it is? It's probably just a subconscious thing because my shells are landing so much quicker now that it feels like my reload is longer. You play modded Hoi 4? I play a bit of modded. How you doing, by the way, Dave? Long time no see, bud. I play a bit of modded. Well, actually, that's not even true. I play only modded. I can't stand vanilla Hoi 4. I can't do it. Like, it's the only Paradox game I can't play vanilla. I play, at the moment I'm playing Road to 56, but I'm playing the Discardian edition, which is an RP multiplayer mod. But I play it just with 2 of us in co-op. Like, I don't, not in co-op, in PvE. Like, we don't PvP or anything, but we play a multiplayer mod. Like a RP multiplayer mod, just because it gives so many cool options for you to play around with. There's so much cool shit you can do with that mod. A ton of formables, you can core land, you got a bunch of different advisors, all that sort of stuff. It's pretty good. Oh, nice, Sean. That sounds good. But even on that, like, the AI doesn't know how to understand anything, so they just do dumb shit all the time. Like, AI is just dumb shit over dumb shit all the time. Just winds me up. I don't know. Maybe it's a me thing. Like, maybe it's just I don't like the. What's it called? It's really, yeah, you gotta have at least Road to 56. It's Road to 56. It's just a separate edition. I've got Road to 56 installed, and then I've got the sub mod for the additions from the roleplay. I don't like and I know it's what Paradox want for their games, so it's gonna just continue, and the EU5 is gonna be like it, and I'm just gonna get over it. Like, I just have to get over it. It's just the way it is. But I don't like the whole things can be random every single match, and you never know what's gonna happen. Like, I like that things can be different each match. I like that about those games. I like that each campaign is different. I just don't like how erratically different it is. I kind of wish the AI had some rules, you know? How's it going, Patat? I kind of wish the AI had some historical rules. I think they're starting to add that for EU5 after some complaints, because the AI don't even think about what that nation should be doing, right? Like, the priority for a France should be unifying France, you know, taking out Brittany, marching to the Rhine, that sort of thing, right? The priority for Britain should be unifying the British Isles. For Denmark, should be unifying Scandinavia, right? Just in EU4 terms, in EU5 terms. But for some reason, France wants to conquer all of Spain and Italy, and Denmark wants to conquer Germany, and Britain wants to go and conquer Norway. And it's like, what am I seeing? What am I seeing? How you been, Patat? Need to be high for aggressive in co-op. Yeah. Where did I come in that match? Where did I come in that match? Yeah, I came way lower. Do I keep playing this thing? I don't know. I kind of wish the AI did have some historical rules on it. That's why I play Hoi 4 only with historical. Because I just... It's stupid. It's not so bad in a game like E4 with a bigger timeline where you can adapt to those mistakes. They're not mistakes, but you can adapt to those erratic AI choices because you've got years to do it. Oh, damn. The allies of all people. This is what I mean, right? Like, I had a game... Well, we have a campaign, me and Potato, and Tianjin, if you're in chat, shout out. Where we're doing just, you know, the classic monarchist run. I'm Russia. I think Potato's Germany, right? And then T is Austria-Hungary. And we thought Russia and Germany being player nations doing an alt history path, World War II won't kick off, right? There won't be the massive super war. I was wrong. We left it on unhistorical, which is going to be the last time I think I do that because it's too much for my blood pressure. Where's I going with this? Do I want to keep playing the Fiji? I think I'm going to play the Gneiser now and get a bit more brawly. The UK went monarchist. The US had a civil war. Japan continued into China, but China went internal and tried to kill all the other Chinas. And very quickly, you had fascist America in a faction with the UK and monarchist UK leading the Allies with communist France and fascist America. And then democratic America in the fascist Japanese faction fighting the Chinese. I was like, what am I seeing? What am I actually seeing right now? What are my eyes beholding? And then Italy, what did Italy do? They allied Austria, right? Yeah, that's another thing that I think Hoi 4 is like, why did they make that choice? In EU4, there are several events and decisions and focuses and missions and stuff to puppet nations, right? But it doesn't count if the nation is a player. If an AI tries to subjugate a player through an event, they can't do it. But AI Austria just subjugated our player Hungary. Just randomly through an event, he became their puppet. Didn't even know about it, didn't even have an event to tell him. He's just like, oh, I'm at war. Oh, damn, okay, I'm a puppet. And I was like, wait, what? They didn't even get an event. They didn't even tell him. I was like, what the hell? What is this game? So I'm having I had a couple of days break from Hoi 4, and honestly, Valheim's been so good. I don't know what your beef is with Valheim, by the way, Pat. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know how to fix what is broken in your mind. Valheim's the most chill game I've ever played. It's so relaxing. Also, they added a bunch more settings, so I slightly dialed down the enemy's raiding potential, should we say. I didn't forget about it. I never forgot about it. That game was good, but that was a historical game. That's why that one was a bit more predictable, right? Historical settings are on. We're playing nations as they went historically, right? I didn't forget about it. We should definitely pick it back up, actually. We didn't finish it, did we? Valheim grind. Dude, Valheim is just so nice. It's such a nice game to play. I don't know why people are like, oh, it's so grindy. Like, yeah, there's a bit of a grind, but if you play it with two people, and you like think about it ahead of time. Like, I took my time. Oh, it was definitely a roller coaster with some of the shit that happened, but I both take my time and I do things properly. So I'm not rushing to get to the next boss quickly, get the next best equipment quickly. You know, I'm like really taking my time. So I built a very stable platform. I built a very stable base. I fortified it. I've got chests with all organized with inventory bits, and then I just go out and gather resources slowly. And like the two of us will go and like we'll go together and just dig up a massive mine all in one go sort of thing, and just mine an entire vein of copper and stuff. And like if you do it in that way, like that calculated way where you're kind of taking your time in between bosses, it doesn't feel like a grind. At the moment, I am properly grinding because I am trying to do a massive landscaping terraforming project. So I am like massively grinding, but it's like I'm doing it for fun because I'm just collecting like wood and stone, but I'm doing it for fun, you know. I don't think I went all defeatist. I was nervous. Like, I was getting a bit fucking nervous when they were dug in on that line. I was thinking, holy shit, the Soviets have, like, really, really dug in. You know, I've played more difficult mods and had an easier time pushing them. You know, that's not a difficulty mod. That's just a flavor mod. So I was like, holy shit. But I was worried. But the breakthrough came, and when the breakthrough came, they folded. That's it. We capped the Soviets, didn't we? We were just waiting to fight to strike back against the Allies. No, we capped Britain, didn't we? I remember now what you mean by a roller coaster. The US joined the East Asian. The US joined. What's it called? What's it called? The US joined the Chinese United Front, didn't they? Instead of the Allies. So we capped the Allies. We could do that. We could do that if you want, Dev. If that's what you mean. If you're like saying we should get a game. It does annoy me, but I still love to play it. I'm not saying I wouldn't play it or anything. I still love to play it, but... Yes. Yeah, the US joined the Chinese faction, didn't they? Even in historical, the US joined the Chinese faction. That is infuriating. I think I know why, though. Oh, that was a really stupid shot, but hey. Land ho. Yeah, we could pick up a Hoipor game. I haven't played a bigger Hoipor. See, I mean, I still really only like to play PvE if that's what you had in mind, because especially in Hoi 4, I'm actually more inclined to PvE in like CK3 or EU4, because Hoi 4 PvE just to me just feels like a sweat fest, and I just want to play for fun, you know, like I don't want to. But if it's PvE you had in mind, then I'd be up for picking up a game. I want to do a big like alt history communism game, because I haven't done that in a long time. Like I want to do communist India. Like that's the sort of thing I want to do. It's like random and fruity. I mean, in fairness, I know you mention it every time, Sean. I had my experience of Hoi 4 MP ruined, PvP ruined by a few wrong-uns, right? So, like, I know all Hoi 4 PvP is not like that, but at the same time, I'm just not interested in competitive Hoi 4. I'm more interested in competitive play than I used to be, but not Hoi 4. Yeah, I know it wasn't just me, to be fair, but I mean, they were just like, there's guys, like, what was their problem? Like, what was their problem? Like I said from the beginning, this isn't like there's no earnings. You don't win anything. It's not a tournament. This game is intended for fun. It's PvP, but it's intended for fun. And we just had a couple rules in place just to ensure that new players weren't bullied. I know that's not how competitive Hoi 4 players like to do it. You know, if you're low skill, they're like, whatever, you're low skill, suck it, lose. But we had a couple simple rules, like people couldn't gang up on our Spain in the Civil War, you know? But they just wouldn't have it. They just wouldn't have it. Oh, what? Because you were on the Axis? Were you on the... Because I was on the Allies, right? Were you the Axis? It's just called Road to 56 RP, but it's, if you look at the picture, it's Discardian Edition. I can't remember who it's made by, but it's a sub-mod to the normal Road to 56. People will try and win PvP. That's not the problem, Kubek. That wasn't the issue I had. I encouraged people to try and win. We were doing a historical Axis, Allies, and Comintern, and I said, whoever wins, wins. If the Axis win, fine, cool, you know, no problem, you know. But there were specific rules just to avoid bullying, because we had a couple people that had only had the game for like a couple days, right? We had a couple people who had never played. I'd never played PvP, and a bunch of people had never played PvE, right? So it was just a couple little rules, just to make it. Yeah, it is. It's that guy. Just to make it easier on the guys that had never experienced it, because it wasn't a competition. It was just a bit of fun. You know, just a bit of fun. Is that mod one that we all need for it to run, or is that one that doesn't affect the thing like the FPS map? Because I don't have that mod. It should be just a visual one though, right? And like little things like Sean will know because he was in the Axis, right? The second, and I mean the second, the Allied troops landed in Normandy. I mean, we were one tile in. We had just landed on a port. They quit. They immediately went, well, that's game. Lovely playing with you guys. Bye. And then, in fact, they didn't even say that. They were just like, GG, and left. And it was like, wait, what? We have just landed in Normandy. We were not a prepared ally. Like, most of the allies were the rookie players. The two German co-ops who were like veteran PvPers, those were the guys that were salty and toxic. And then we had Sean, who's a pretty competent player, you know, as in Italy. And we were like noobs. I was the UK, I think. I was leading the UK as ground and navy, and then we had an air controller in the UK, and then we had an air controller Canada, I think, or something like that. Or I think we had a navy in the UK, and I was just ground forces. Anyway, I'm a noob when it comes to PvP, and our Spain got bullied and died, so he tagged back into an allied nation, into a colony. I think he was one of the dominions of the crown, and so we were all noobs. And the second we land in Normandy, with every possibility for them to push back, they just quit. They just quit straight away. I was like, guys, what? And they were like, it's over. You won. I was like, what? What do you? What? I was like, no, we didn't. No, we didn't win. We stepped 1 foot on Juno Beach. Like, it's not over. After, like, the whole game being toxic and bullying, like, because they knew which players of ours weren't good, right? Like, Spain and stuff, and they were bullying them. And we had to have a word with him and say, look, go easy on this guy. Like, obviously you want to beat him, but, you know. Also, I think the Spain was playing fascist Spain. And for some reason, I think it was our France, actually, that we had to tell off. Because it was our France that went into the Spanish Civil War to kill fascist Spain. Either way, it was so stupid how toxic people were getting. It was like, so it was really sad because I was really hyped for a big community event, and everyone was like, yeah, let's do it, and a couple people ruined it, unfortunately. So it was just sad more than anything. Just sad more than anything. Yeah, 100%. Germany can do it. Like, a good Germany player, and these guys were good at the game. Like, there's no discrediting them. They were toxic and stupid, but they were good at the game. Like, can't discredit that. There was no need for them to rage quit there. They could have absolutely pulled it back. Like, we'd just taken, like, the Duchy of Normandy, you know. We had, in a line on the Normandy coast, we'd landed and had begun to push, and they immediately quit out. I was just like, you guys. After, like, 10 hours of MP together, because we did a long session to get to that point, right? Because I think we D-Day'd in 44. I think we D-Day'd slightly late in 44. So we were a long session in for like 25 people, and for them to just quit the second the fun starts for the Allies. Like, they'd had their fun. They'd conquered Europe, you know? If they weren't going to win the war, that was as fun as the game was going to get for them, right? But I think they might. I think they could have won. I think they could have pushed us back, and it could have been a stalemate for ages. Yeah, it was something like 10 hours. We do some serious campaigns there. Obviously, you're on a different time zone, so it's not... I think we did have an Aussie with us, though. I'm sure we had an Aussie with us. But he was fucking dying by the end of it. I think it's because I think he was literally like up at like 3 AM to join us when we started. Or something crazy like that. We used to play insane hours when we used to play together all the time, didn't we? Holy shit. I remember when my house fire happened and I was on my laptop. We were playing like 3 AM Communist China. Like, I'm still doing Communist China runs all the time, you know. By the way, actually, we're meant to be starting one soon. That's a good point. I honestly thought I was playing something with Torps, and now I feel like I've missed out. This was a bad map. This was just a poor map for me. Should be able to overmatch this guy, maybe? Not at that angle. It's fixed? Oh, bro. It's go time. Never got to use it. Yeah, oh, I think I have my Navy wiped. I'm pretty sure the UK Navy, not wiped, but I think the Med Fleet got annihilated by bombers. Because I was using, like, single-player strats, like single-player PvE strats, to have a strike force only and have destroyers on searching. And then because it's to stop aircraft wiping your ships, right? But it doesn't work in PvP because they know about it, and they just wipe the destroyers, send out a tiny fleet to get spotted so the main battle fleet comes out. Oh, good lord. And then just wipe them anyway. Like, it was so bad. The whole point of the strat was to avoid air wiping you out. But I think, like, a couple of destroyers from someone, I guess probably from you as Italy, had left port, been spotted by my battle fleet. My battle fleet had come out. All of my battle fleet had come out to fight this small destroyer force and been annihilated by bombers. It was so tragic. PvP now? Did I get it? We can do PvP anyway. I can't be asked for this again. I've got one more. It's fine. We'll do PvP. What do you want to play, Quebec? What rank? What rank? What is your beef with Valheim though, Patat Man? I kind of wish you'd join us. It'd be a lot of fun. We're only one boss in, so there's still time. We've only beat the first boss, and I'll happily go back and beat him again if you want that experience. Yeah, I like some of those Hoi 4 scenarios, as it were. Yorktown, okay. Tier 8. Of course, they picked the most awkward tier. Of course, he'd pick the tier where I only have one vehicle. One vehicle with a commander. I mean, I have this, but I've already researched the next one, so I kind of don't want to play it. Let's see if I have anything that I can up tier. I'm not going to up tier my tier 6 sub. I don't even think I can. Rip to top 3, literally, this guy. Am I missed a lot? What do you mean? I'm just on the grind, man. Just on the grind, bro. Oh, he's gone again. I could do 7 or 9. I can do 8. I can do 8 with my San Diego. I don't mind doing San Diego. Big on grinding? I'm really not, though, like, when you think about it. Switch from one tier 8 to another. Okay, let's do it. I'm really not that big on grinding this game at the moment. Honestly, I only come on to do my daily challenges or play on stream. I don't really grind it. I want to just, like, take it easy and enjoy myself, you know? That's kind of all I want to do. Just take it easy and enjoy myself. If you weren't, you wouldn't keep switching trees. Well, no, because if I don't switch trees, I have to grind. I'm not grinding by switching trees. It gives me something just to play for the fun of it. Whereas if I only have one line, I have to play it to get the next shit. Chose the worst tree to grind and stuck with it. What do you mean? Which tree? What do you mean? The worst tree to grind and stuck with it. Bro, I'm grinding 4 trees right now. We cooked so many tier 10s. I blame you entirely, Quebec. Okay. Italy? I did Britain before I did Italy, and I'm the same place in the British BBs than I am in the Italians. I have tier 9 Britain as well. I have the line now. I haven't bought it because I can't afford it, but I've got it researched. Plus, I've done Soviets and German BBs and American BBs up to tier 7. I mean, tier 7 is where the game is, right? So that counts. Plus Fiji. I wouldn't say I did the worst one and stuck with it. I did the worst one and moved about a bit. Honestly, the Italy BBs do get good, but they can be so hit or miss depending on what you're facing. Like, I was using the Lepanto in Brawl, and it does, like, 16k salvos to the superstructure. Like, it's really good at hitting the superstructure and just doing damage. But the problem with it is... Oh, I'm sorry, dude. We're in the wrong game mode. We're in the wrong game mode. Sorry, dude. But the problem with it is... It doesn't... It can't do... It does consistently okay damage, but it can never do that crazy amount of damage that you get with Citadels and stuff like that with the other BBs and the AP shells. So I'm always stuck reducing an enemy to like 1 salvo off death, and then they just Citadel me. Or in Brawls, they just torpedo me. And it's just like... Torpedoes dominate in brawls, I've noticed. If you have a torpedo on your... two ships with torpedoes in a two-player brawl, you're winning the brawl. You're just winning the brawl. Because I was... Especially the Lepanto. I mean, brawls is a small map anyway. But the Lepanto is a ship you need to get close with. So I have to get in torpedo distance to effectively use it. I forgot this had the American low velocity. I'm way overshooting this guy. It's fucking hauling arse, holy shit. If I could get an accurate... Why is my mouse moving so much? 35 hours in. What are you playing? Why am I so inaccurate? My lord. Terra Victor, nice. And I didn't mean to be moving right now. That's wasted my reload booster. That was a shit show. Sorry about that, guys. That was embarrassing. Yeah, I feel like this game, you're always up tiered. But going against tier 10s, I think, is worse than going against tier 8s or 9s. I don't get 9s very often as tier 7. I feel like a lot of people play tier 7 because there's some really fun ships there, especially fun premiums like the Scharnhorst and the Nelsons in the hood and the Russian one, whatever it's called. Sinop's there, and Sinop's great. That's probably what I would have played, actually. 28k salvo, nice. .5 kilometers, okay. This is not that ship. I'm not that guy, it turns out. I think I'm doing alright on the grind. Like, I'm not grinding intentionally. That's why I'm switching ships, because it's an unintentional grind. I'm just playing whatever I fancy, whenever I fancy it, and slowly getting through multiple trees at once. Like, I did my line so quick without... I've heard the name, yeah, but I don't really know what it is. What's that? I've accidentally done the grind so much, like I did my Monarch without meaning to, just because I was playing it with a girlfriend when she was playing it, and just had a booster on. But the Monarch, to be fair, is an easy ship to grind with, like.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
I go for this guy because it's just nearer and my velocity is a joke. Yeah, I could do that, bud. I'd be probably down for that at some point. I might end up just playing nothing but Valheim, though, to be fair, because we're both really into it at the moment. I have a mega architectural construction project on. We're still in the first biome after killing the first boss. But we built like a small village with a palisade around it, like a wooden palisade. And now I'm like terraforming the rest of the land to create room for a keep at the back. And like a bigger area for when we unlock stone. I played a little bit of War Thunder, actually, yeah, Dev. I went back to War Thunder, played a teeny bit. I was off it for a little over a year. Because I just wasn't good for my health. Playing a game that just frustrated me so regularly. But I picked it back up recently. I played a little bit of it. It's better than, like, it's less irritating than I remember, but it's still got some glaring flaws. And compared to, like, this at the moment, where they're giving away so much free stuff to the community, Gaijin never gives anything back. They never give anything back. And the more I realize that, the more I'm kind of like, I'm less enthusiastic about playing more. I played a little bit of it, though. I played only stuff that I enjoyed, and that's the way I've gotten through it. But it's just not a way to grind and get new vehicles. Like, I've always been the player that I wanted to play new stuff, and I wanted to play the latest stuff, especially on stream, and that was just never a way to enjoy myself, I think. So I kind of have to make a choice between never getting anything unlocked or playing for fun. Black Prince stream. I've done loads of Black Prince stuff. I did a Black Prince video. That tank is still so underrated. Like, so criminally underrated. People are just like, and what? It's an upgunned up on a Churchill, you know? Or... But those are the people that don't think the Churchill's great anyway. But those guys don't know. Those guys don't know. It's an underrated vehicle. A grossly underrated vehicle. All right, sorry, Quebec. Let's play. What do you want to play, man? Well, I'll play whatever tier you want to play. I'm happy. I'm fine, dude. I like just whatever you want to go. We'll just do it. They did nerf the OG Churchill, unfortunately, but it's still good. I still think the Black Prince is so wrongfully underrated. It's such a good vehicle. I just don't get it. It's not crazy meta-defining vehicle, but it's good. Shittily. Off? Oh, no worries, man. You enjoy yourself. Take it easy, man. Thanks for playing. Let's play... I'm going to play one more co-op then, because I want to complete this challenge. See, I was doing well in the hood, but now my confidence in it's been knocked. I feel like I should play something a bit more meta. That game where the enemy team was split like that, and it was really awkward for me to get a look in, was just killed my enthusiasm though. Damn that. Brutal. You know, I went on, by the way, you know, I went on and did all the setup for that Hoi 4 game we were going to have before your internet shit the bed. So it is ready to go, by the way. It's fully ready to go if you want to pick it up. I will do dev. I don't know when I'm gonna have the opportunity. I need to figure out your time zone again and when it lines up, because I'm back to work on Monday, fully back. So I need to work out the time zones. Wait, let's have a look. So right now it's 3 here, and for you it is...
General quarters.
Are you Sydney or Perth? You're Brisbane. Which one's that? Sydney, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, same side as Sydney. Okay, so it's just gone midnight for you. Hey, T, how you doing, buddy? God, that puts you way ahead. Can I add that to my list of times? I don't want to change... Oh, okay, well, now I don't have UK time. Now I only have... Now I... Well, that's awkward. My clock no longer shows UK time on my phone. Hang on, let me spin the earth around. I want to go back home, please. So we've got London on one side and add Orlando on the other. But you know what? It's way easier to work out Orlando than it is Brisbane. So say I finish work in 2 hours. That's... Oh, that's yikes. Because I would finish work in 2 hours from now each day. So that would be 2 AM for you for us to get a game. Unless we just do it on the weekend. I guess we could just do weekends, right? I'll see how my weekends are. I'll see how my weekends are going forward, and we'll get something together. If you have a particularly free weekend, throw me a... See, I love that joke. I love that one. Throw me a message if you have a particularly free day, free weekend day, and you wanna get a game going. Because that would probably be... I mean, unless you're up at 2 and want to start a campaign at 2, that's when I finish work. And I work from home, so I can... Like, with notice, I can literally jump off work and in 10 minutes be on Hoi 4. But if you know, it's only if you want to do it, be up all night, you know what I mean? It's in your hands on that one, because I don't want to put you in that position unwillingly. The rule is, if you're in the faraway time zone, as in, like, if we're doing a group game, right? Let's say Sean's joining, let's say Patat's joining, right? Sean's same time zone, Patat's only an hour out. So you're kind of the far away one, right? So it's whenever it works for you, we'll try and figure it out, the rest of us, because we're all similar, right? Unless we just do a one-on-one, it's the same thing, you know, just whenever works for you, mate, let me know, and if I'm free, I'll jump in. If I'm not free, we'll rearrange, you know? How have you been, T? How was work, dude? I don't really know what you do for work, man, if you don't mind talking about it. You don't have to say if you don't want to. Also, I'm feeling a communist China game coming on. Dev. Someone say 1v, not a 1v1. I meant like a one-on-one session, like a 1-to-1. You know, like a personal session, not a 1v1. I'm not out here calling challenges. Spends like 20 minutes talking about not liking PvP. Threatens a 1v1. Few bars. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Damn, Patat. How relevant you are. Oh, I shouldn't. But it just was so easy. It was so easy. It was so easy. They're minus a gal. Wait, is that never mind I'm not going to assassinate them, or never mind not this guy? What does that mean? This gal. Yeah, there you go. If you were, though. What, if I was threatening a 1v1? It's Derby Day. Are you Liverpool? I take it you're a Liverpool supporter if you're working the bar at Liverpool, right? Or are you... I thought, like, there's two types of people that work the bar at Liverpool FC, right? People that don't have a team, or people that are Liverpool fans. Surely you're not like a Chelsea fan working the Liverpool bar. Like, I could see if you don't have a team and you want just like a down-to-earth, meet the people kind of job, then absolutely working a football club bar, you'd meet everyone. Oh, you are an Everton fan. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Never met an Everton fan. I wasn't sure they existed. It's good to meet you. This game sounds fascinating. It does sound a bit like a CK3 type thing. When you said it, I was picturing Rome, and then you said Austria and Italy, and then I was like, wait, what? It threw me through a loop there. I was like, but there is no Austria in ancient Rome. Everton fans exist, yeah. It's true. I was never a big footy fan, to be honest, so I can just make fun of all the teams. But if you can guess which team was my team, then you get a star. Then one day I will get you a cookie. Next time we do a meetup at Tankfest, I'll buy you a beer if you can guess what my team was. Those of you that know me better, you're not allowed to guess. I mean, I don't think you'd get it anyway, but... Arsenal, what do you take me for? Someone who enjoys suffering? God. I know a few fans who are Gunners, but the best thing about Arsenal fans is I do a thing, and I know a lot of people do it, it's not a unique to me thing, but I really enjoy mispronouncing things intentionally to sound silly, right? So I always call Arsenal fans are Gunners, right? And I always, before internet terminology really took off, I just want to preference that this word had no meaning when I used to say it. It has a meaning now. It didn't have a meaning then. Okay? I don't say it anymore because it now has a different meaning. But a friend of mine's a Gunner, and I always used to call him a Gooner. Right? Now, I know in today's context, that's not really, it's like you could just yell in work. But I used to say it, I worked with him, so I used to say it at work all day. Don't talk to this guy a gooner, you know. Like, you couldn't say that in work these days, obviously. You can't say anything at work these days, but, yeah. How come? Is it just like, do you work for like an agency that sends you around places, or do you work specifically in the Liverpool place, or do you like do it for fun? Like, what's the deal there, man? If you don't mind me asking. Huh. So real life. I mean, what? They did not come in peace. Nice. Might be right. I might be right. He might be a gooner, but I don't even know exactly what it means. That's the worst thing, is I'm at that boomer mentality where I don't actually know what a lot of these terms mean. I just know they're not things that you just throw about. Oh, nice. I thought Everton was not near you at all. I don't know where Everton is, actually. I thought Everton was a London club. They're not a London club, are they? They're just not a London club, are they? Oh, dear. Poor boy. Who's Everton, then? Feared Twitch would murder me. Interesting. Just the new version. I thought it was more intentional. Like, I guess maybe it's... I mean, I guess maybe it's different for us, because in the UK, you just call everyone a wanker no matter what. Like, calling someone a wanker does not mean that they actively are masturbating at that time. But I guess to other people, it might mean that. So I guess maybe it could just replace that, but... Okay, cart battles are doing my head in. Enough of that. Let's try Napoli. But some people take these things literally, you know. Very literally. Get murdered successfully, damn. Oh, so they're Liverpool. They're a Liverpool-based club. There you go. I wondered if Liverpool would have 2 teams, because I know obviously Manchester has 2 teams. London has 5 clubs, should we say? I don't know, Potato. I don't play the game. Biased game. That's insane.
General quarters.
Right, I want to go in the middle. I want to go right down the middle and brawl. That's what I want to do. Sorry, lads. I got the wrong spawn here. No, I can't abandon my teammate, can I? Still, I'm going to go to land. So curious about your game, Patat, to be honest. No down tiers. But... So, I mean, I guess they're sort of a local club to you then. I honestly thought Everton was miles from you. So I didn't... this is how little I know about football, right? These days anyway. I used to be more up to date with it, like when I was much younger. But I was into it when I was still in my early teens, at which point, when nothing, regardless of how into things I was, I didn't look at the details. Like, I really... Like, as I've gotten older, I look back at things I liked as a child and understand them so differently now. And I know that's normal... But some of it is just me, when I was younger, I didn't look into like some songs I really loved and stuff like that. Never knew who they were by. Never knew artists. Loved these songs. Would listen to them as much as I could. Never knew who wrote them. Didn't know. Didn't know who performed them in half the cases, right? Like, that's just I was that kind of annoying kid. Same with football. I knew a bit about my clubs when I had a couple clubs that I liked. And I played, so I knew the game well. Because I played for like local leagues and stuff, but I never, you know, I didn't know, for example, I didn't know half the London clubs were in London. For years, I didn't know that. Like, if you'd have told me 15 years ago that Arsenal was a London club, and like Tottenham is literally a borough of London. I didn't know Tottenham was a London club. I did not know that. I didn't know Chelsea was a London club. My sister worked in Chelsea when I was that age. I didn't know it was a London club. Like, that was me. Oh, I had some great match attacks. I had man of the match, Man United, Wayne Rooney. Like, in his prime. It was so good. Those were the days. I always hated Wayne Rooney as a person, but as a player, I mean, he was very good. This is the wrong place for me to be. I might have to... Oh, he's got a 12-kilometer radar.
Problem solved, sir.
I've got to go. I know I'm going to expose myself to get absolutely annihilated here, but... Oh, I turned at the right time.
Torpedoes astern.
I've got to get out of his radar range. Even if it gets me... Oh, yeah, Torp's going to get... There was no way I was dodging those Torps anyway, so there we go. I don't feel so bad now. There was no dodging those Torps. If I had carried on straight, I would have died anyway. Got some secondary hits after dying. Interesting. Oh, nice T. Yeah, I had one of the binders, and I had like the back 3 pages were all like man of the match cards. Half the players I didn't even know at the time. This is the kind of person I was, right? I knew who was in the teams I liked, and I knew the big players outside of those teams. But like, I didn't know, like, you know, I could not have named, like, even the rival clubs. I couldn't have named like their defenders when I'm like hoping that the striker that I like is gonna get past them, and I could not name who it is they're against. Like, I paid so little attention to things when I was a kid. It was actually concerning. It's actually concerning. Nowadays, I'm a lot more like detail oriented. I mean, I watch hours of history documentaries every day almost. Like, I watch like political breakdowns every day and shit like that. Now I'm like absorbing as much information as I can to make up for lost time. Climate change is bad for business. I see you figured it out. Very good. I suck at this game, by the way, lads. Should we move on to a different game? I've done my daily goals. I could totally stream something else for a bit. Should we stream High 4 boys? No, let's not do that. Let's not get sucked into that. I don't know who these people are. I got a load of friends who are big Arsenal fans. I mean, but the weird thing is, all the Arsenal fans I know aren't local to the club. Like, I was always... I liked a couple different clubs. You know, like a couple of the bigger clubs that were nowhere near me. But my club was always my local club. And they didn't win very much. And they weren't even... I think they've only, in the last, like, 10 years, made it into a higher league. Like, they were in a really low league for a long time. But they were my club because they were my local. Like, a lot of people. Either you like them because you're local, or your family likes them, or your friends like them. But I knew a couple of guys who their family, their friends didn't like them, and they weren't local. And I'm like, how did you get onto this club? How did you get onto this club? Like, I don't understand. I guess they just want a club that does well, but not is always a winner. I guess. I don't know. Name drop my local club. I can name my local club. I'm still curious if anyone can guess it. We had one guess so far, and it was Arsenal from you, Sean. It's not my local club anymore. But it's my local club where I grew up. Not the nearest club to me, but the nearest known club to me. And they were my club because they were the only club I've gone to. You think I was local to Manchester United, Potato? I don't live in Manchester. You know this. They were like they're the only club I've been to matches. I've been to 3 matches of theirs, and it's the only club I've gone to see play. Work it out from previous discussions. I'm not sure you could. Maybe, but like you'd have to have real... England is my city. You'd have to have real attention to detail to work out what club was my local club based on previous discussions. Because even when I had mentioned like the town I used to live in, the town is not the club name. So... Which is a hint. I'm just curious if anyone throws out any random guesses of any clubs. Now that you know it's not named after a town or a city. Clubs in the area. Interesting. This man's always got like a very I want to say methodical, but the word that's coming to mind is stalker like approach to guessing information. Like he doesn't just guess. He's going to triangulate the clubs in my area and then work out the probabilities of which clubs were winning when and which club was in a lower league 10, 15 years ago. And like, this man should not just throw out a random guess. Like, I don't know who that is, Sean. Should I know? Can we get which league? I don't even know what the name of the league is. I think they're in the Premier League now, but they weren't in the Premier League 15 years ago. I think they were in League One. I think they're in League One. I think they were. When I used to watch them, they were in League One, I think, and they played against Derby when one of the matches I went and saw. They played against Derby. What are they called? What's the Derby team called? Derby Rangers, Derby Rovers, Derby. Yeah. Anyway, I think they were League One back in the day. I think they're in Premier League now. I think they worked their way up to the Premier League now, which I was quite happy to see when they got promoted like 10 years ago. I don't know how long ago it was. No one in your area is not named after a town in Premier League. That's absolutely not true. Because, I mean, I don't know if you know how accurately where I live is. But again, it was my local club where I grew up, which I've said before is Greater London. And it's not City of London, but there are 5 clubs in City of London. None of them are named after a town or a city. They're all named after regions, like districts. None of them are named after... So that's a complete lie. Yeah, I lived in Greater London. But even if I lived in Central London, because I always say London, all of them are named after areas, not towns or cities. So you, sir, have fucking lied. Thought it was south of London? I am south of London. South of City of... Well, I was south of City of London. Not south of London. Like, not south of Greater London. I'm south of London when you think of London. But Greater London is the administrative region, the county. It's like a state, you know, like what you'd call a state in Iceland. It's Greater London. It is Crystal Palace. What a guess. Holy shit, this man knows. It is Crystal Palace. I was really near to Crystal Palace growing up. They were my team. They were my team. To be honest, I just enjoyed myself getting on a train and just yelling Eagles as loud as I could, you know, because it was just funny. because someone would get pissed off. It was great. Let's fucking go. He guessed it. He actually guessed it. They are in the Premier League now, right? I'm not a big fan, so like, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not massively devoted, but yeah, I've seen a couple Palace matches. They were my team. They were my team when I was a lad. Everyone in my school as well, like, they were either a fan of the big clubs or a fan of Palace, or both. Like me, I was kind of a fan of both. I'm sorry guys, but I liked United a lot as a kid. I mean, I was a big fan of David Beckham. Like, he was the footballer I liked, and obviously he played a lot for United in the later days, until he went to Madrid, then he went to Galaxy, right? He went to Galaxy when I got into it, but I was just a massive fan of his Manchester days. I was a big David Beckham fan. I still am. I think he's a legendary bloke. I think he's a quality bloke. Guys, help me choose. I can't decide. No, not asymmetric. No. Palace just scored. Let's go. Oh, no, I'm joking. I'm not actually like a massive fan anymore. Like, I'm not a fan at all, really. But they were. I would say they were my team if I had to pick a team. If you held me at gunpoint and said pick a team for this season, I'd pick Palace. Because it's where I grew up and it's the matches I went to see. I went to Palace with my nan. It's really weird that you're trying to dox my birthplace, Potato. But no, I didn't live in Selhurst, no. I didn't live in Selhurst, no. Like I said, they were the nearest big team to me. There were no big teams south of London, except Portsmouth. That's a big lot of space. There's a lot of area in that gap, you know. There were no teams as big as that south of London. I mean, there were a couple, but... Shanks Skrillex. I liked one year at Download. It was nice one, brother. It was people walking around screaming that. The good one was after what they called Sleep Token, who I wasn't a fan of. I'm still not really a fan of them. I like one or two of their songs, but they did put on a good show, and I give them that. Like, they're not a bad group, but it's just I don't like some of their music. After them, we were walking home, and all of a sudden, my sister's partner, right next to me, so like, you know, as far as the crowd is concerned, if they didn't like it, they look around, it could have been me they blame, right? It's just at the top of lungs, it's just like, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? I'm like, no. It was okay. We pulled it off. Everybody started singing SpongeBob. It was great. Isn't Fulham south of the river? Fulham is south of the river, but not remotely close to where I lived. I was south of Palace, and Palace is south of Fulham. Like I say, they were the nearest big club to me. Potato, stop trying to dox where I grew up in chat. Stop trying to dox where I grew up in chat. One day, maybe we'll talk about it. You know, one day. When I'm on a documentary about people who escaped, you know. But, Sutton. Croydon. Stop looking up places. I'm not going to tell you where I grew up. I still have a lot of friends and stuff. And, you know, not really family there anymore, but... Oh dear. Worst take someone said about this game? Worst take someone said about this game. Worst take. I don't hear a lot of takes about this game. That's the thing. I didn't know it was an asymmetrics. I honestly thought, why is this guy just shooting at me with his main guns like that? I don't know. Yeah, it's either World of Tanks or Wargaming directed. I mean, what's a bad... yeah, like I say, I have not really heard any particularly bad or otherwise takes about this game that I like, describe what is a take about this game, right? Like, I've heard a lot of people say that it's fun. It's a better naval game than War Thunder, which I don't disagree with anyway. I don't think it's a bad take. I think naval gameplay in this is more fun than War Thunder. Like, I just think that's just a fair take. Can't hit any citadels when aiming at the superstructure. I mean, that's reasonable.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Here's a take that I had that I think is particularly bad in hindsight. I was playing, I think I was playing one of the early Italians, and I was battleships, and I was up tiered against another battleship, and I was just fuming that I couldn't pen anything, and I was aiming at the armor belt with sap. So there's a take of my own that I think is stupid. My HE isn't setting any fires when aiming at the water lines.
Problem solved, sir.
I didn't hear anything like that. Like, I'm unburdened by knowing people in the community. Like, people in chat don't even really talk about water warships ever, you know? Like, it's kind of crazy. It's weird. It's kind of like I live in a vacuum. Okay, I need to stop with the fucking HE. This is ridiculous now. Although I could do that HE challenge, but no. This would probably be the good mode to do the HE challenge, because I think this one's valid for it. Unfortunately, asymmetric isn't, but this one is, so. Come on. Well, I just loaded AP and now he's front onto me. I'm not gonna reload. This thing takes too long, so I'm just gonna. He's got no superstructure. Where is his command tower? What? This dude has. Oh, okay. Oh, so 16-inch guns do damage. Turns out. Block. Why does that guy have no Where is his superstructure? I thought the Japanese had massive superstructures. Can't lose your commander if there's no commander. Oh, what a waste of a repair team. I don't like these limited use repair teams on the Soviets. I know they're supposed to be better because they reload faster or whatever, but they don't seem better to me. It just seems like I don't want to repair because I don't want to run out of repairs. Where is this guy? Honestly, where is his superstructure? That's ridiculous. Why are all their things bottled up? I'm so glad they didn't get a sub, you know. Sean saying they mirrored us once again. Oh! There we go. Oh, and he's still turning in. Nice. I'll take that. Paper cup and a string. Could you imagine a Japanese man at the top of that yelling down orders in a paper cup? That'd be wild. And they still beat the Russians. they still beat the Russians. This thing does such meaty damage when it connects. 16-inch guns at tier 7 feels like cheating. Wait, they have an aircraft carrier? Bots with an aircraft carrier. That feels unorthodox.
Ship is on fire.
Damn, that was a poor shot on my part. Please Citadel him. They're big enough guns to Citadel that. And then again, it is a hefty dreadnought. I'm gonna let the sub deal with that. I'm gonna go for the Moltke. This is great. They're invading Australia. You know why. You know fully well why the Japanese are invading Australia. The simple answer is they can. It's nearby, and it's spacious, which is something the Japanese need. Between Japan and Germany, right? The Japanese fighting for resources, and the Germans fighting for, should we say, living space. The Japanese needed the living space, and the Germans needed the resources. The Japanese also needed the resources, obviously, but Japan is very densely populated. Like, very densely populated. Then again, there's a lot of open space, but so urban. So, like, I mean, Tokyo is ridiculous. The actual scale that Tokyo is on is a bit of a joke. That was kind of fun, that one. Maybe I've been playing it all wrong. Play more War Thunder on stream? Was it just a one time? It's not just a one time. I did it twice. But yeah, I'll probably come back to it again, dude. I'll probably come back to it again. I don't know when. I'm not going to make it a regular thing because that's just going to induce the old rage back. And I don't want the old rage back. I really want to chill more on stream and off stream. But I really want to just chill more and just, you know, just play for the fun of playing. Game for the love of gaming and just be streaming while I do it. Rather than playing because I'm streaming something specific, right? For a long time, I was playing War Thunder because I was live. And the expectation was that my streams were War Thunder streams, right? I want to do it the other way around. I want to just be, you know, I'm not just going to stream anything, otherwise I'd probably be on Valheim right now. But, yeah, I don't want to get into the habit of just doing something because it's what's expected. Oh, this guy was dead. What, Sean? Wait, we have a ranger. Most AFK player. Where is... He's not even got planes up. He's not even got planes up. Oh, Lord. I don't know if I can watch this. I don't know if I can watch this. But I want to know if I've... It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Brother... Then what happens? Oh, when that happens, I see. That game sounds very curious in terms of its intrigue and spycraft. I could get behind that. I could get behind that a bit, I think, because I find that very interesting. I think that could be quite fun. I kind of want to do a little bit of grinding. I'm not gonna lie, lads. It's either that or I might switch games. But that's blue. The Maltese cross is not blue. Okay. I guess it is now. I guess that might be a specific variant of it. I don't know what to do other than these challenges, but these challenges just... They're so mundane. Like, this is just a play the game challenge. This is just a play the game challenge. Like, I don't... Okay, whatever. I'm going to do asymmetric, and I'm going to do the cruiser HP research one. If anybody wants to join, I've got spaces open. Welcome anyone to join, because it's more fun in a group. I still don't know what you're doing, by the way. You sure? I've not seen this camo before. Have I always had this camo? Power World? What's Power World? Oh, I know what Power World is. Why are we doing Power World? I don't understand. Why are we doing Power World? I thought Power World got sued. I never played it. Everyone said it was really good, but I never played it. Sim for fives. Asim. Asim. What's the Asim? What's the Asim? Asim. Let me think. Nope, you lost me. I'm not doing the fire challenge, but if you have an actual recommendation that I have that can do fires, then I'll play it. 100%. Think about what you're playing. Napoli. I'm playing... Oh, asymmetric. It's not valid in asymmetric. I tried. No, it's not valid in asymmetric. I tried. I did it in asymmetric, and it didn't count. So, yeah. I did it in the Gneisenau out. I can't afford to buy the line, dude. The credit grind is so ridiculous. Yeah, it's not valid in asymmetric. So, unfortunately. But I don't need it. I guess I kind of want the blue boosters, but I don't need to do it. Boat indeed, how you doing? I'm going to get overwhelmed very quickly here, I think. But I kind of want to do it for the memes. I don't want to just go in, all in, see how much damage I can do. Because I want to do that free XP and the base XP challenge as quick as possible. And I think this thing is the best thing to do it in because of the modifiers and just the sheer amount of output it has. I think this is of my choices. It's probably not the best thing in the game to do it with, but of my choices, I think it's probably the best one. I think there's a DD here. Yeah, there's a. Yeah, I think there's a DD here. Oh, wonderful. Bloody hell, he's already... Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I like that they shot down 0 planes there. That's good. Oh, it's the Arfield that's capturing. Okay. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. I can take them on. I can take on the Arfield and the Hawk. So, we good. We good. Is that a Dutch ship? I thought y'all... Well, it is, yeah, 'cause it's got the bombers, but I thought it was Scandinavian based on the name. Not gonna lie, that's awkward. It's really awkward. Kind of annoying that guy smoked, not gonna lie. Hey, he's unsmoked. And now I'll smoke. Ah.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes direct from
I should have known that was coming. I should have known that was coming.
below the waterline. Flooding quickly. Problem solved, sir.
I'm really not doing a lot with these secondaries, am I? Then Grand Turismo. Oh, nice. Honestly, I thought I'd have been able to kill that destroyer way quicker and I'd be fine, but yeah, I was not fine.
Smoke screen set.
Yeah, that was a poor play, unfortunately, by me.
The ship is on fire.
I really thought I'd have been better off there and I'd kill that destroyer really quick, but no. Should die to my secondaries, please? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. If he tickles me, I could die.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
2 fires I can't put out. It's not great. Nice, though. Wait, why am I on... I forgot to press it, and then I pressed it and wasted it. Oh, man. Oh, that feels bad. That feels bad. I forgot to press it, and then pressed it when I realised, and it was... I didn't look at the time left, and I didn't need to press it. That feels like pain. That just causes me hurt. This guy's doing very little damage, but I still don't want to give him the opportunity to switch to AP and cause me problems. We're okay. We can recover this. We're only against boss. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We can recover this. He's not even looking at me. He's not even looking at me. He's way too busy. Let's do as much damage to him as quickly as we can. I want to know who the 2 people targeting me are if it's not him. Oh, he's turning. Oh, he's turning. He's dead. Cool. Oh, shit. It's abysmal. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Trying to dodge the bombs. Didn't dodge the bombs. I'm so screwed. Do you know the famous Batman? Yeah? Which one? The 60s Batman or which Batman opening? I know the 60s Batman opening really well. I used to watch that film a lot as a youth. Come on, smoke.
Torpedoes astern.
Come on, smoke. Recharge, damn you. Dead. Bismarck can't hit me. Yeah, I know the original Batman, like the 60s Batman. I didn't even get the cap. This is so sad. Please smoke, recharge. Please smoke, recharge. If this guy could pen me, I'd be in serious, serious danger. Nah. Just at the last second. Yeah, that's 60s Batman. That's the Adam West Batman. What a Batman he was. What an icon. I keep getting at everyone in a Discord I shouldn't be in. Kind of awkward. Honestly, I'm fine with that amount of damage, considering how poorly I played the beginning bit there. If I hadn't have played the beginning so poorly and lost all my health, I'd have been fine. I'm still on Valheim, brain. It's not my fault. The game's too good. Anyone interested in a Valheim mega server, guys? I don't even think, to be honest, I don't even think it would be a... I don't even think I could host like a proper server. It'd have to be like a dedicated, so it'd just be like, at everyone, I'm on the server, come join. Right. Anyone interested? Yeah, what about the 60s Batman, man? I love that Batman. I used to watch it a lot as a kid with my dad. And for his birthday, not on Valheim, no. You can invade different biomes. If that helps. For his birthday... for like his 62nd or something, I bought him a Batmobile Drive in the original Batmobile. Oh yeah, Superman. The original Superman. Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about the Earth going back, and therefore time travel. Should we... Do you know what we should do? Oh, Potato's gonna love this. Potato, you need to say that you're in on this before I tell what it is. You need to say you're in on it. It's going to be a big community thing, so I need you in. I need your guarantee. Go on, Potato, come on. It's a Hoi 4 community thing. I need you in on this. I know you're going to love it. Say it. Say you're in. Give me your word. He's in. Brilliant. Okay, so Potato's not going to like this. I think we should do... So you know your favourite mod, Potato, World of Blaze? He hates it. It's a completely obscene, like, unfair mod. Realistically, like, it's stupid. What if we did a multiplayer game, like a community game, where we had every allied nation occupied by a player, and we did us all just trying to bully the AI, or like Axis, one or the other, right? Maybe we even have co-ops, you know? We might even have co-ops for the majors, right? And we did World of Blaze, and we just tried to see if it was possible to win. Like, as a bunch. I mean, it's obviously possible to win. Someone's done it, but... It's possible to win in single player, but... We should just get a bunch of noobs. Not noobs, but people who know the game but don't know it particularly, you know, not pros. And do a big multiplayer game on World of Blaze, all as one faction, like 15 of us as like all the allies, like co-op on the, like 2 players on the UK, an India, a Canada, South Africa, you know, like maybe a France with a co-op. Like,
Smoke generator started.
that'd be incredible. That'd be so funny. I think we should do it.
The ship is on fire.
Okay, I'm invisible. How are you still hitting me? I'm not detected. The AI shouldn't be able to blind fire, so they're fully just locking me through the smoke. Maybe allied Brazil? Sure, why not?
Dead ahead.
I don't think you want to play Brazil in this mod. This is seriously hardcore mod, but if you want to be Brazil, you can be Brazil, bud. You're joking, he dodged it. The Bismarck won't dodge it, at least. Maybe allied Tanativa. That's not an allied nation.
The ship is on fire.
We should have like a 5-man Soviet game in World of Blaze. See if we can survive the Axis onslaught. That's what we should do, boys. They did, but not as the Allies. They weren't the Allies, were they? So I'm in trouble.
Torpedoes, direct front. Fighter airborne.
Get him, fighter, get him.
Torpedoes, direct front. Fighter
Oh, that dodge.
torpedoes, dead ahead.
Are we still talking Hoy? We're talking Hoy.
Torpedoes,
We're
direct
talking
front.
Hoy. Have you played World of Plays, Dev? It's a really stupid mod. Like, it's stupid unfair. But I think it'd be so funny to get a bunch of us in a big PvE game versus, like, super hard AI and just see what happens. Like, none of us are particularly master, like, world championship players, I don't think. I think some of us are decent, but I just think it'd be kind of interesting. I haven't played that mod. It's fucking hard, man. It's got some really nice elements that make it deeper. But other than that, it's a really crazy mod in terms of how ridiculous. Like for example, you will be in several battles where you have 0 hard attack and 0 breakthrough because you get minus 75% for it being a night battle and minus 64% for it being mountains, for example, right? Like, it's insane. You'll see the AI has like 2,000 defense and you're literally at 0 breakthrough. It's so insane. It's unfair, is what it is, but I think it could be quite funny. Like, enough of us. Hell yeah. I think it'd be hilarious. I made the mistake of playing World of Blaze Communist China. That was not okay. Like, it was not okay to be Communist China with no stats. Make mobile fortresses, yeah. You have to do proper combined arms in that mod, I think. Infantry cannot push. It's just the way it is. You cannot push in the wrong terrain for your vehicle type, for your division type and stuff like that. Like, it is, you have to really, really micro it. And I think that's why I think it's like a borderline impossible mod, because I don't really micro much, especially not in single player. I've microed in MP, but that's because I have a co-op normally if I'm a big nation. If I'm not, it's fine. Do you know what, though? That mod, the Discardian edition, there is an option. I think it exists somewhat in Road to 56, but you can't do it as easily. At least you can't do, as far as I'm aware, at least in the old Road to 56, you cannot do the communist uprising if Japan is still at war with China, right? And this mod is very micro-intensive. In the RP mod, you can do the uprising regardless, and you can infiltrate so many times that the states flip to you, so you can almost insta-capitulate Republic of China. I did a test game the other day. Hi, Destiny. And I did a test game, and like 100 elite divisions spawned in the Republic of China while I was still at war with Japan, and capitulated them, and then and then I just turned on Japan. Destiny, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, my man. I really appreciate it. You wonderful man. You beautiful, beautiful man. A lot of the mods I've played, you can't do that. I guess Road to 56, obviously, you say you can, but I haven't played Road to 56 in a long time. Until getting this RP version. So fair play. I've been playing a lot of World of Blaze and Total War. Ah, man, I miss Total War. I wish they'd update it. I like the historical mods. This is the thing. I'm sick of seeing, like, an independent Kenya declaring war on the Soviet Union. Like, why? And then Kenya joins the Allies. And it's like, but why? Why is that a thing? Also, the white piece with Japan, in my experience, doesn't work very well in normal Road to 56. Or is it normal Road? It's either Road to 56 or Road to 56 RP, but the normal version, not the version that we talked about earlier. And the white piece with Japan just doesn't work. You just they keep like North Hebei, and they keep the puppets. It's just like, okay, great. But they like, you get some of the puppet land, but not all of it. It's like, what? I enjoy work, Destiny. Thank you very much for hanging out, buddy. Thank you for popping by, and thank you again for the sub, man. I hope you're doing well. It's quite good to do the middle of the war uprising. It's such a Mao thing to do. It's such a Mao thing to do. Also, 144 knots. Just playing super aggressive in a cruiser. I might just keep doing this. It's not exactly skilled gameplay, but it's getting rewards. If my team wins, big earnings. We're actually not. We're really far from this one. Although, is that? Yeah. Okay. Maybe we should play a bit more properly. I've not. No, Bruno. Is that a different mod? What mod is that? Or is that part of something else? Yeah, I find just the chaos of the AI to just be my main complaint with the game, to be honest. Like, I really like that. Same thing I've always had. It's probably more of a me thing than it is the game thing. But like, I want an after game. Like, I want to win the World War II, and then, like, if I'm playing historical, I want to win World War II and then have a Cold War game that goes hot, right? Do a few years of build up and then something sparks. Maybe Checkpoint Charlie really pops off or something crazy like that, right? Like, I really find that idea very fascinating, because you've worked towards it. Like, yes, you can just play the Cold War mod, I know, but you work to, not only does it add a different bunch of mechanics that I don't want to learn, but you've worked towards it if you've played through the Second World War first, you know? Or like I play like an India or a China, and I don't get involved in the Second World War, but I'm preparing for that hot war after, right? That World War III. Like, I want to try that, but the AI just doesn't allow for it, because it's always just one super war and then nothing. Like,
Action stations.
I want to earn it. I think that's why I like E4 so much, is you earn it. If you want a Napoleonic War, you have to play 300 years first and like build up your nation, right? And hope that France also does, if you're not France. Oh, it's a base game. Huh. I wondered if they'd added it to base game, but I feel like that's such a memey thing for Paradox to do. Am I still playing asymmetric? Yeah. Why am I playing this mode? I mean, it's alright. Yeah, Trotsky he goes to Mexico anyway. I think Trotsky starts in Mexico, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the game, Trotsky's already in Mexico. You just have to try and stop him being assassinated if you're Mexico anyway. Well, you don't have to. You can do a non-Trotsky communist Mexico. But if you want to do the World Revolution Mexico, then you need to do it. Because I'm pretty sure as the Soviets, if you want to go to the Trotsky party, you have to call him back from Mexico. And I know as the Stalin party, you have to try and kill him. Oh, he's in Norway at the beginning. Ah. Why is he in Norway? That's hilarious. He's trying to spread the revolution. I didn't know that. I never knew he was in Norway and Norway actually had to do something. I thought he started in Mexico. I didn't know Norway had to actually remove him either. That's kind of crazy. I mean, he can't go to Germany, can he? That's one thing that I think is kind of crazy. Like, the communist Germany path, to me, is one of the few paths in game. Communist Germany and I think communist. There's not even really a communist US path, but there's like communist focuses, which is strange. Like, those are the kind of paths that I think make zero sense. Like, communism was fully banned in Germany, and there was already a communist uprising in which they lost in Bavaria. Like, I think it's kind of strange for them to make a surprise comeback. Then again, I guess you could argue the same for most things in Germany, because obviously Hitler had his grip on everything. But I still think with Wilhelm being alive and most of the Weimar like politicians still being alive, you know, democracy and monarchy could come back to Germany if things had gone right. But I just don't see how communism could have come to Germany or the UK. You know, like, it doesn't. I know the UK was definitely having communist sympathies at the time, but for a full communist takeover, I think it's a bit extreme. It's one of the paths that I think makes very little sense comparatively to the others. I'm going to miss those talks, damn it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm better than I thought I was.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
Oh boy. That's going to hurt a lot. Oh no, it didn't.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Ooh. Ah, couldn't do it. And he's going to dodge mine. Gutted. Can I sit OU, please? Oh, I thought that last one was gonna hit. Okay, I gotta chill. I never knew that about Trotsky, actually. That's kind of interesting. I couldn't imagine. I don't know why, but Trotsky in Norway seems a really weird thought to me. I couldn't think of like Russian revolutionists in Norway. That just seems strange. I might have to play some more Horde 4 before the weekend is out, maybe. We shall see. We shall see. I don't know if I'll even get the chance, to be fair. Like I say, at the moment, we're super hooked on Valheim, so, like, just playing Valheim with the girlfriend every day. I'm sure it'll die down, like, to the point where it's like, I want to play it, but I don't need to play it every second. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll continue, just always Valheim. Only Valheim, boys. It's a Valheim only stream now. It's a really well made mod in terms of like the details. It's a historical focus mod, which is where I found it, because it's focused on the AI being historical and historical events, and you know, it changes combat widths and stuff like that to be more, I guess, to allow for more historical templates, I think, and stuff like that. It is a cool mod, but it's very tough. Like, it's designed with difficulty in mind, and by that they got that one right. Did I just put the torps again in the wrong place? Did I just do them at the exact same distance, again missing? It's a crazy mod. It's difficult. It's very difficult, but it's cool. If you're a big microer, then maybe not. I like to macro. I really like to macro. Like, I'll produce... Oh, I just got to sit there. Why am I... Oh, because he's got a radar. I like to build every type of equipment I intend on using all at once in massive quantities, for example. I like to use, like, pretty generic templates across the entire front and things like that. Like, I don't play particularly well. I just play for the fun of it. No. Don't misremember that. I told you so many times that the Germans are going to hit you so hard, and you kept telling me that you don't need to take extra precautions. Don't misremember it. You weren't over fortifying. You were under fortifying. You were so confident that the mod was not that hard, and I kept telling you. I kept saying don't underestimate the AI, but yeah, they went straight through. Yeah, but you made them too far forward. I think your plan was to hold them at, like, Belarus. Like, bro, you're not going to hold them at Belarus. Yeah, bricks also aren't amazing in that mod, I don't think. Unless you really overstack them. The thing is, in that mod, modifiers are everything. And Germany gets a Barbarossa modifier, which gives them, like, 60% extra attack. Like, literally, like, 60%. It's insane. For a couple weeks. So the further forward you put your line, the harder they're going to push through and just destroy your nation. That's why I always put a really weak line, very simple divisions, just to slow them down in, like, the line on the Dnieper. And then my real line is further back, because then I have fully dug in good units when they lose their buff. And I just want crappy units just to slow their advance. The Soviets get negatives when Barbarossa happens, but then they progressively get more positives for counterattacks. So it's a modifier-based, like, experience. Like, you have decisions to activate counterattacks and stuff that give you really good modifiers. It's really good in that sense. Like, it's very, very deep and thought out, the mod, but it is, like, in many ways unfair. Like, unfair on the player. But, like, if you want a tough challenge and also a historical experience, then yeah, I would recommend that mod, to be fair. I'd recommend trying it, even if not, just because it's cool. Wouldn't recommend trying it as the Soviets, though, I don't think. Maybe. I would always recommend, when trying something new, especially something difficulty-based in Hoi 4, I'd always recommend trying Germany first, because they're the main character. But also feel free to just jump in as anything. I remember when you first tried EU4, and you picked the hardest nation to begin. I'll never forget that. I've advertised EU4 to so many people, and all of them have been like, yes, I love this game, except you. And I remember that game. 5 of us on the Soviets. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm 100% up for taking on that mod in a big co-op. As long as I can, like, micro... Like, if we're co-oping, I would love to micro, like, one general with some tanks or something. Like, that would be me happy as anything, you know? If I have to do economy in a game that's where 4 people are depending on me, that's too much pressure for me. Yeah, Brandenburg's a hard one in vanilla E4. Like, hard one in vanilla. Well, if you're new to the game, anyway. Yeah, Sean literally always plays Brandenburg. But to be fair, like I say, if you're like new to the core of EU4, like the whole base concept of EU4, then Brandenburg is not a great pick because Brandenburg is not an easy nation. Like they're not the hardest nation in the game. Like I know I just said that, but they're not the hardest nation in the game, obviously. But they're not a beginner nation. You got to understand the core mechanics a lot first. It was kind of mad. It was kind of mad. Brandenburg are real. We play very modded EU4 as well now. At least I do. I know Sean's not too keen, but and Brandenburg are so good in that. So good in that because they got so much flavor. And they've added a ton of new provinces in the mod. So they're playing towards them is a lot more viable as well. You don't have to rush to expand. You can do a realistic size Brandenburg and Prussia and still be very, very strong, which is nice. I'm a big fan of realistic size like RPs. That's just my whole thing, is I'm really into like historical RP. Like I want to play like a Brandenburg where I'm Prussia sized, like poor Prussia sized, right? Just like Brandenburg, Silesia, and like the Prussia area and Pomerania until like 1600, and then I just swallow all of Germany, right? Like I like that sort of thing. I know it's not for everyone. I know people just want to be like, how much can I paint this map? But I like to have a vision when I play, and I like to stick to that. And so certain mods I like more than others, and certain mods I like less than others, because I guess they cater to my vision more, right? That's the way it is. That's the way it is with everyone, though, right? Everyone has something they like more than something else, right? What are we gonna do here? Should I keep playing? How did I not come top 3? Oh, I came first. The best player. Let's go. And we had a super ship on it. So surely I've completed this mission. Oh, I did complete. It's an asymmetric, not co-op. Let's pick up. Teutons. It's like Germany, but hard mode. Teutons to Mongol Empire is a crazy run. Teutons Mongol Empire is so interesting, but it is hard. It is hard. Even Teuton Germany, I think, is harder because Teutons have no free reign in the empire. If you like, until you kill Poland as the Teutons, and until you've become Prussia, the empire nations look at you like you're dirt on their shoe, which I think is an interesting mechanic. Because, yeah, I mean, you're a crusader. You're not meant to be there. You're not meant to be taking German land. You're meant to be crusading, you know? Yeah, oh yeah, they protect you. But what I mean is if you're doing a Germany run as Teutons, I'm very excited for E5. I'm actually looking to pre-order it probably next month when the payout from the subathon comes in. I'm going to pre-order the E5, I think. I'm going to be doing day 1 EU5 streams and videos, I think. I'm really excited for EU5. It's going to be... It looks so far like it's the culmination of the best things from all the Paradox games. All of the, like... Except maybe Hoi 4. But Hoi 4 is a specific vision, and it's not grand scale like the others are. Where Hoi 4 is a World War II sim, whereas the others are all grand, like big-time grand strategy. It seems to be the best things from EU4... and CK, and even some elements from like what was the Rome game that they abandoned? Oh god, how embarrassing, I can't remember it. Imperator Rome. Yeah, T-Man, of course, man, of course. If you gift 50 subs now, I'll buy you EU5. I swear to it, man. I swear to it. Imperator, yeah, man. Yeah, anyone who gifts me 50 subs gets a gift copy of EU5. Yeah, they've got some... Imperator, mechanically and conceptually, incredibly interesting game. And I think the bits they've taken from Imperator are some of the bits I'm most excited to see. You know? Yeah, Battlefield 6 beta was good. I don't think I'm going to be able to get Battlefield 6, unfortunately. I'm kind of gutted about that. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Which is a shame. Otherwise, I'd just become a Battlefield 6 streamer. But I really enjoyed the beta. It was good. Good to, like, be back on Battlefield, to be fair. I was a big Battlefield guy when Battlefield 3 was about. And then I just kind of dropped shooters altogether for a lot of years. And going on Battlefield 6 and it feeling like that, like it feeling like the classic Battlefield formula. I played Battlefield 4 obviously a lot, and I played Battlefield 1 and 5 a fair amount, but I never played anything as much as I played Battlefield 3 and Bad Company. You know, that was when I was younger, and like when I was still in the early years of school, and I just didn't do homework, and I just was like every day, all day, just playing Battlefield. Just didn't give a shit. I did not care at that age about anything. It was just all Battlefield and only Battlefield. Those were good times. I'm excited for that. I think it'll be good. But I probably won't be able to get it for a long time. Like, certainly not on release. Can't be departing with that much money on release. I'll be getting E5 because the subathon paid for it, and I'm going to be streaming it and making videos on it. So that's my excuse. Even though I would have wanted to get it anyway, that's my excuse. Did you have my childhood? Yeah, man. I did indeed have your childhood. Well, you didn't know, man, is, you know, I was there the whole time. The whole time. Bad Company 2 was my first experience into, like, Battlefield. And I got Bad Company 2 after getting Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was a pretty good game, but just Bad Company 2 just completely... Oh, I pressed the wrong button! I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to send my fighter and I healed instead. It feels so painful. Bad Company 2 just changed my world. Like, just genuinely just was just different. This destroyer is in trouble. I want to help him. I do. But, you know. Unfortunately, this guy's moving, which means my smoke is not going to protect me here for very long. Hopefully I can sit on this guy. Oh, he's turning away. The hell are you doing? The hell are you doing, buddy? The hell are you doing, buddy?
Our victory is in sight.
Wow, this match ended quick. What happened? Oh, we had 2 Rams, to be fair. I think we had 2 Rams. Reload, reload, please reload, please reload, please reload. Okay. I'm gonna try for it. I don't think I'm gonna do anything. No. This is getting ridiculous now. The secondary hits are getting a bit ridiculous now. I quite liked Battlefield 1. I enjoyed it a lot. But to be fair, that's mostly because I played with a guy who was just fucking mental. And I made some like compilation videos and put them on YouTube back in the day. But I was like 15 at the time. So I quite enjoyed Battlefield 1. But Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 was it for me, like, for a long time, because Modern Warfare 2 rocked my shit, but Modern Warfare 3 and beyond just didn't. I liked Black Ops 1 as well, but Battlefield just became the game for me. Just became the game for me. I liked Battlefield 5 eventually, it grew on me, but I didn't have a great time with it initially. Just I don't know, something about it just didn't seem quite the same. But I did grow into it, like, I like it now. But I didn't really like it too much at the time. I wasn't massively into it. Yeah, the Pacific update. Oh my god, playing Calliopes was hilarious. It's also weird because the Battlefield friends I had did not mix at all with the main community I had at the time, which was very much War Thunder. And so playing a Calliope in Battlefield and expecting it to behave like a War Thunder tank and then trying to explain to a Battlefield only player why this tank is frustrating me was just wild. It was good. It was still really good, but like, it was just weird. It was just weird. Tanking in Battlefield is weird after years of War Thunder. Especially like playing the Marder in Battlefield 6 was bizarre. I don't like the control shifting depending on where you're looking. I don't like that. Just make the holes forward no matter what. I don't like. Anyway, I'm not here to complain about Battlefield controls, but the planes. Yeah, I genuinely don't get an aircraft in Battlefield anymore. In the beta, I didn't try a single aircraft. Didn't try a single aircraft. It just feels too weird for me. It feels too alien. I can't be good at them. I have not played World of Tanks in many, many years. I think I played it on console before I owned a PC. Long ago on console as well. I haven't tried it since. Is it good? I don't know if I should get into World of Tanks. I think that's a bad idea. I think that's another addiction I don't need. I used to love helis, to be fair. But with helis being absent for... Well, I didn't play 2042. So I haven't played helis in Battlefield since 4. So you gotta... Yeah, you gotta bear in mind, like, I'm rusty on that. But in Battlefield 4, I was pretty sweet at helis. But that was before I really got into War Thunder as well. Tier 9 being the new big thing. Tier 11, sorry. Oh, I can't read. I can't read. What we got? We got in Tier 11. Conqueror? Black Prince? It's going to be something crazy, isn't it? I mean, I wouldn't know what it is off the name, obviously, but I imagine there's some monstrosities at Tier 11. I like some of the designs because how wacky they are, but I don't think I'd ever actually want to come up against them, you know, like... Well, that'd be mildly unpleasant. Go on. Honestly, that was just a potluck shot. I can't believe I nailed him there. I didn't do much, but... They're doing it... Oh, wait, they're separating the, they're separating the real vehicles from the wacky ones. Huh. Fair enough. I think it gets muddy. Like, I think doing it that way, I think it makes sense and is fine. I think it gets really muddy when it goes away from could have existed to just, why not, let's just design our own things. And like the devs just start making stuff up. I think then it gets really muddy because then you run the risk of giving something slightly too powerful to one nation over another and the community is just up in arms, you know? I think that's a big risk with, you know, fully just making stuff up. Just going what history. Ah, okay. I know these look really bad for the Sao, but that's because I'm going for the Colombo. Although they might hit the Sao anyway. He might be about to detect me because I'm too close. Are you seeing me? Can I overmatch that cruiser? No. No is the answer. Oh, I hit something. Cool. See, if it's something that's like anyone, just someone who worked in a design bureau had drawn it on paper and gone, huh, that'd be interesting. Then, but it was never made or never feasibly possible. Then I think there's some defense for the devs. But if the devs themselves have drawn it, then I think people would come. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the World of Tanks community, but I know the War Thunder community would be fuming. You know, like if the Soviets got a crazy design that one of the devs had just drawn or one of the devs' kids had drawn. Like, I feel like the community in War Thunder would be up in arms. You know? Like, the community in War Thunder would be tearing their hair out at the thought of it. What do you mean the Soviets get something crazy? German mains flipping tables and shit? Like, it'd be wild times. It'd be absolutely the most mental times. Interesting potato. I'm not sure if that's quite what the European Union technically is, but I'll go with your word. I'm not sure, but I'll go with it. Maybe one day. Cool, we did it. That challenge was just awkward. It just required me to really try, and I didn't want to try. Then again, like I say, I don't know the World of Tanks community, so those guys are probably like, cool, no worries. As long as I get something crazy too. I could just imagine the War Thunder community just flipping tables and being mental at that. You can imagine it, right? 2038. Yeah. I reckon by 2038, the capital of the EU will be Bucharest. I think it's fair enough. Germany just doesn't exist anymore. It's just phased out of existence. They invented teleportation and shifted their landmass off planet. People are pretty pissed. I don't know the community at all. I got no links. I know like one guy who plays it, and we don't keep in regular contact. So I do think though, like you say there, I think there's no shortage of design concepts that they could add. You know, like it's not like these guys are running out of ideas. Wait, what? The European Union is part of the Eurasian Union. Interesting. What am I doing here? I'm playing something different, guys. I'm gonna play randoms for a bit and play some competitive. Shall we? Should I take the Lepanto out? I barely played it. No, I need more credits. No, I need more credits. Let's think smart about this. Let's play. Let's try and get good in the San Diego. It might be good if I get good in it. That'd be kind of cool. So they're not adding anything. So they're not adding anything post 4 like that's real. That's really weird though. I thought they had a modern game. I know there's modern armor. That's not them, but didn't they have a modern water tanks as well? What? I need to know what this game is you're playing. Both literally and also spiritually. Well, what are you up to? I don't know why I said spiritually. Emotionally. I need to spiritually know what you're up to. I do, but it's only on console. Ah, that's so weird. Again, I guess it's because of the gambling thing, right? That they can't have the same game on console. But I think that's so counterproductive. So counterproductive. I think it's because of the gambling thing though, right? Certain crates could not be added on console, and they wanted the crates more than they wanted the game to be accessible to all their players. I know that's the case with Warships, right? I think it's bad that they have separate versions, though. I do think that's bad. I know a fair amount of people that would play and probably spend money on this game if they could, but they don't want to play the shittier version on console, and they only have consoles.
Awaiting instructions.
So, man, what are you up to? Why do you create the most cursed timelines? Why is there a union called the Eurasian Union, who one of the only 2 members is a nation called the Eurasian Union, and the other one is the European Union?
Enemy force detected.
I saw a thumbnail and a title today, right? So I haven't watched the video, so this is just completely, like, this could be just fake news. I'm just curious if anyone's heard anything on it. I heard about a massive defense pact being worked out between the Arab nations and Pakistan. So, like, there's, like, a big, like, I guess Muslim, would be the only, like, thing that unifies them. Big Muslim NATO. Is that a thing? I heard there might be something going on there. That's what you're doing right now, Patat. That's what you're doing right now. You're just creating things. But they're not even all Arab nations. So, like, I don't even know how they'd only be unified by Islam, right? There's nothing else to link all those nations. Because it's like all of the Arab states, plus Egypt, plus Pakistan, plus someone else. I'm going to have to watch this video, because it's by a news channel, so I need to go and check it out. I mean, I assume they're not just fake newsing. They're not known to do that. I need to check it out in a bit. But allegedly, like I say, the thumbnail, the picture is like all the Arab states, plus Egypt and Pakistan and, like Persia. Fuck me, how old am I? Plus Iran and I think Palestine might have even been coloured in on their map. That's definitely clickbait. There's no way they're making a defense pact with Palestine, but the Palestinian Authority, sorry. But Trash, how's it going, buddy? But like the title is like new Muslim NATO ? And I think that's an interesting but maybe could end quite badly idea. Because the thing that makes NATO good at keeping the peace is the same thing that makes NATO kind of useless. Is that they will never, they won't war unless they're literally like properly bombed. they won't call Article 5, like, no matter how much provocation they get. Which is good for those that want to avoid war, obviously, but does make the whole point of NATO kind of redundant, right? The whole point is that they're supposed to stop the aggression, but... So Saudi and Pakistan, but no one else.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
I am literally... Okay. Whew. Well, that's an interesting coalition. Saudi Arabia getting involved in... Like, as far as I was aware, Saudi was fairly neutral, right? Like, obviously they weren't true neutral, but they... I thought they tried to stay out of, like... picking a side necessarily, like... They obviously did things that weren't neutral, but as far as I thought they weren't looking to promise to be on one side over the other. They were just going to kind of float the line, kind of. Got some bodies, yeah. I need to, like, not let that happen again, because that was a bit dicey. Oh, yeah. I'm playing... Wait, no, I'm playing... I'm not playing randoms. I'm playing random, sorry. Oh, God. Yes, please. Into my torpedoes. Thank you. That was a bit dicey. I can't believe that guy. I didn't see that coming, so fair play to him, but he didn't really achieve what he wanted, did it? Whew. Palace are up 2-1. Let's go. I love how I've accidentally walked into a football rivalry. This is great. Half year, there'll only be one. Hey, man. Thing is, I have no context of this game. T-Man, we need to continue our ridiculous campaign and or start a new one, because I have several other ideas. You should join in. Oh, actually, nah, that's it. That's it now, lads. We need to do the 6-player co-op Russia in World Ablaze. Oh. There we go, that's the guy I want to get. This is the guy I'm born to fight. Oh wow, that destroyer did a lot of damage to me then. Oh, I had a hit. Did I have a heal? Does this thing have a heal? I didn't know I had a heal. I have so many consumables. I didn't even know I had a heal. That's hilarious. That would go crazy. Yeah, actually, we should start a new one. To be honest, T, that was a bit mad. I mean, like, I'm not dishing you for it because you've never played a PvE game with us, but that you taking all of France as Hungary for me was like, yeah, GG, it's game over. This is it. It's over. It's not. What is that camo? Kind of think of it. What is that ship? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Spanish ship. It's like a cruise ship. What the hell? 6-player co-op Italy. Why would we do 6 on Italy? Italy doesn't have the capability to have 6 players. I'm wondering if like later tonight might be the time for us to all try and oh god, the ping. Oh god, the ping is going to be so bad. If we can't go above 1 speed, we're going to have to hold the game. But maybe we try it later. Like, maybe we try it later. You did give Germany Alsace, yeah, but I honestly didn't think you were going to take all of that. Like, we have unwritten rules, okay, in our games, okay? We have... No, fuck with you, man. It's fine. I mean, if it was, to be fair, if it was me, I would have actually just let France go free. But, like, after giving Germany Alsace. But you don't have to play by my weird logic of RP. 6 on Italy would be stupid, I think. I like the idea of doing like a 3 or 4 on Soviets. maybe 3 on Soviets, and then like a China, like a 2 on communist China. We might have to give communist China some additional boosts before the game begins for it to have a chance. But like I like the idea of doing that. Like a in World of Blaze we couldn't do, because I was thinking like a China, India, and Soviets as like communists. But I don't think we could do India on World of Blaze because that just wouldn't. It's just not feasible. You A, can't get independence early enough, and B, there's no good communist path in World of Blaze because it's a historical focused mod. It does have alt history paths, but most of them are work in progress because the template of the mod is historical, and with the new updates they keep having to adapt things. Unless we do the original Allies design. I think 6 on Italy is maybe too much of a meme. I think we'd have 3 players doing nothing, 1 player on Navy, and then like the other 2, I guess, would split like economy and ground with air. But I don't even know how you do that big a co-op. Like, who does what at that point? I think we could do a crazy co-op game though. We start it right now, boys. Start it right this second. Who wants to start a co-op? Who wants to start a co-op game right now? I'm gonna quickly go for a toilet break. I'll be back in a sec. I'm roasting hot and I need a drink and the toilet. So I'll be back in a sec. If 5 people in chat, okay, no. If 4 people in chat are like, yo, let's start a co-op .4 game right now, I'll be down for it. I'll be down for it. We're not like doing anything crazy. We're not breaking the internet. So, right, I'll be back in a sec, guys. I'm gonna go to the toilet. Alright, I'm back. One does political, one does military production and spies. One does building new factories, updating templates. One puts division down and controls the army. One controls the navy. That sounds... Yeah, I did mean a co-op. Also, I know, like, at the moment, right, for example, at the moment. By the way, we have... I've just, in my head, I've just realized we have the most unrealistically healthy community in terms of view to chat ratio. FYI, every single person who is a viewer in the stream right now has what is chatting. That's kind of mental. That's 100%. How's it going, Corky? Yeah, Asymmetrics is on. But because of that, like I say, if we can get like 4 people to say, hey, I want to do this co-op Poi 4 game now, I will actually do it now, probably on stream. Because I think that would be hilarious. I think it would just be wacky and funny. Because I know we've got Patat, Sean, and T in chat. That's 3. Dev, that's 4. Like, that's... Patat's already signed up to it, so he just needs to confirm. Like, and Bruno. Bruno's so in for it. That's 5. Like, we can make it happen, boys. It's in your hands. It's in your hands if you want to do it. I'm not making it happen unless you guys make it happen. You know what I mean? How you doing, Corky? It's World Ablaze. If we do it. We don't have to do it with World Ablaze. Can I commit seppuku? Yes, sure, why not? Rejoined. This man left the Discord. What? This man. Unbelievable. Let's give him the Commonwealth role. And he's got a sub as well. I didn't even know you had a sub. I didn't even see that badge. It's World Ablaze. It's called World Ablaze. I will let, if it goes ahead, I will let Potato do all the details. And Potato, you can commit any kind of crime you would like inside the game. Inside the game. You're very welcome to it. As long as we work out what we're going to do. Like, I'm assuming we're going to do a big co-op. But we don't have to all be the same co-op if we do, like, the Allies. We don't all have to be a co-op, UK or US or whatever. We could split it between us and have, like, 3 on one nation, 1 on the other, 2 on the other, whatever. But it's all on T and Sean, boys. It's all on T and Sean. I get a worrying fear that we might be only able to do 1 speed between having a player, having, like, most of us in Europe and then having 1 Brazilian and 1 Australian. We might not be able to go higher than 1 speed, and that might kill the game. But we can. I'm more than happy to try if you guys are all on board on it. And I suck balls, hate those guys. So Corky, you're saying you're more of an Axis man, I mean, it makes sense, I guess, being Finnish. You would be naturally. I'm not gonna say it. I just want you to know you teed me up for a massive accusation there, but I'm not gonna. Just rip it. We won't be able to get higher than 1 speed with Bruno's internet, I don't think. Well, we can get 2 speed with Bruno, but with you two trying to also both connect to each other, that might be ropey. I think with you, I had good connection before because you've got a good connection. But I don't think Bruno has a great connection. Just like the German tech. That's what they all say. That's what they all say, Corky. I just like the uniforms. I'm a fashion student. What am I doing with my life, lads? What do I want to play? I kind of want to do more brawls, but I just have such a shocking... Like, this is not it. Yeah, I remember us being able to get a good speed together. I know we can't get a good speed with Bruno, though. So we'll have to see if it's 1 speed, we can't play 1 speed with 4. If we can get 2 speed or 3 speed, preferably 3, then we can go for it. Hugo Boss overrated. I kind of want to play asymmetrics because everyone says it's the most fun, but I don't really have anything that's good. Yeah, I understand, Bruno. It's not your fault, buddy. We'll try. Like if like I say, if Sean and T are up for it, feel free to harass them in DMs. By the way, Patat, if you feel it necessary, then we'll go for it. And anyone else can join who's in chat. Why not? Let's just do a massive co-op. If anyone tries to sabotage, it's just instant kick. Actually, maybe not anyone. people that we know, people that are a bit a part of the community. Like Corky can join, even though I don't know if he has the game. He might not have the game. I don't know if you do have the game. I feel like we've had this conversation before. Right. Let's go again in the Napoli. He's good for grinding. Yeah, like I said, we got Dev, we got Bruno, we got yourself. I'll obviously be part of it. That's already 4. If we get T and or Sean, one of T or Sean in for it, both would be better. Or Corky, then yeah. And if you're happy to do some of the back end, making sure everyone has the right mod, because then I can keep streaming this until we're ready and just jump in. Then yeah, absolutely, we'll go for it. Maybe you host because you got all the DLCs. If you're happy to do the admin work, I will 100% switch over and stream this right now. Need people to accept your Discord friend request. Ugh, who won't be your friend? That's rough. You've already got T, right? So is it Sean? Is Sean the only? I mean, they're in the Discord, dude. Just use the events. No, don't. No, maybe not. Yeah, use the general conversation channel and use the events VC if you need organization help. If you're happy to do the legwork on that, then I'm 100%. I'll switch to it right now and we'll just do it for a bit. I can't do a full campaign right now, but we can. You know. Jump in the server and then we can't use the music bot because I am on YouTube. I apologize. Actually, you can and I can mute it, but pick a song with a really long intro so I have time to mute it before I get taken down on YouTube. Corky, you join him? Yeah, if you can get like 1/1.5 more people. Yeah, if you don't want to accept his friend request, let him do it in Discord. Let him do it in the server. Use the server. It's a community event. Use the community server. But damn it, Potato. Terrible mod. Terrible mod. I'm going to go right into this group. Don't have mods? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Potato will sort you out. Yeah, but I can't rely on all of you guys playing with the bot to only ever play non-copyright songs. And also, if it's like a remix or a weird like parody, sometimes YouTube flags that. YouTube's just shit when it comes to music, like in terms of like music on content. So I just can't. Yeah, I think we should do World of Blaze. I think we should see how it goes with loads of us playing World of Blaze and co-oping. I think it'll just be funny. I think it'll just be funny. I think it'll be a laugh. I think the point that you missed there, Bruno, is that it's a music bot that everyone can control. It's not about me choosing songs. It's about everyone playing songs. And also, every now and again, as is the way with a communal music bot. And I'm not saying it's bad. It's the way it is. That is the way it always is and always will be. Someone puts something slightly edgy on the music bot. And I can't really have that on stream either. Personally, I'm a... You know, I know how it goes. I don't really care, but
Smoke generator started.
I need to go invisible, please. How are they still hitting me? I've been invisible for ages now.
Problem solved, sir.
Oh, still nice. Yeah, I just think because of the difficulty emphasis on that mod, it would be the one to do. I just think if we're gonna do a massive co-op, we got to do it on a mod that is like seriously like a challenge for that many of us co-oping. We can't just do a massive co-op on, like, vanilla. Like, I mean, I guess we could for the laughs, but there'd be no challenge. It's funnier if 6 of us lose than if 6 of us just dominate, right? Most 6 players can dominate, but 6 players can't always lose. Unless they're us, obviously.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
I'm getting royally harassed. 6 seconds and I got weapons. I think they're gonna miss because I just deployed them wrong. I think I deployed them wrong. That sucks.
Problem solved, sir.
It's also got speeches, hasn't it, World of Blaze? Or is that Total War?
Dead ahead.
It's a Total War with the speeches, I think. Because that would have been another, like, yikes on stream. Suddenly you start hearing a certain voice from the 1930s yelling in German.
Taking the lead.
That'd be mental. That'd get the stream in trouble. Broadcasting like a Mussolini speech over the airways. I don't think we got it, boys. I don't think we got it. The hype is apparently not there. I don't think we got it, but that. Have you heard back from T or Sean? They're not messaged in chat, so. I think it makes more sense if we're doing one massive co-op to do the Soviets. And also it'd be way more difficult. But if we get everyone, it might be better to spread out throughout the Allies and do like 3 UKs and then like a Canada, South Africa, and a India or something.
The enemy is about to win.
I don't know. It depends if the others get back. I feel like if it's just the 4 of us, like, we could do that anytime, you know. Like, I feel like we got to have at least 6 of us. And we could definitely get 6 of us. But like I said, if you like DM them or something, teach me how to do factories, bro. Don't ask me how to do factories. My economy management is all or nothing. I either have a stupidly big economy where I don't care, or I do it wrong and die. Like there's no in between for me. I go Civ heavy, which is the wrong way of doing it in single player or in PvE. So again, you know, don't take my word for it. I like having civs to the point where I can build literally anything. Unless I'm a miner, and then I actually do it properly. But I haven't played a miner in so long. Unless you count Communist China, but they very quickly become a major. Thanks, Patat. But I always go hard on civs. That's the way I've always done economy. Is I've always gone like, if I have enough civs, then I can overpower. If I suddenly at the last minute realize I've done something wrong, and they have 10 more mills than me, I can build those 10 mills really quick because I have so many civs, right? So that's why I do it. It's a failsafe. It's a crutch. If I have enough civs where I'm like, oh god, I can't see their air, I'll throw up some radar quick. Yeah, if you're co-oping, Bruno, you won't need to. I would advise against doing, if you're not confident, I'd advise against doing an independent, like a solo Brazil, as much as I know you only play Brazil. I'd advise against it. If you're not confident. This mod is a challenge, and if you play a solo Brazil, you just won't have an impact on World War II. And also, we don't know if we're doing allies yet. It depends how many of us there are. If there are like 6 of us, I think we should do allies. I also kind of want to be a miner, so I can do something unique. Like I'm thinking South Africa or India, but I wouldn't mind being a Canada. I think I was Canada for one of the MP games we did in the past. Like PvP games we did. I think it was Canada for the first one and the UK for the second. I think it's because I needed to step in as the UK, which is really sad because I had no PvP experience, but nobody else had any experience playing the UK, so it had to be me. I get why people don't want to play the UK in Hoi 4. It's a lot of management. You start with just so much to deal with. It is daunting. I don't feel like I'm going anywhere right now. Mongolia. This man wants to be Mongolia. That's wild. That's so wild. You could have chosen Russia or China and you picked Mongolia. Oh, I mean, you're quite literally the middle ground, but that's really funny. That's really funny. I do not envy, by the way, whoever wants to play. If someone wants to be China, I'd fully support them and I'd co-op with them. But like, there's no way we're winning that war before 42 and having any game impact. If you play a major, Bruno, you'll be co-oping. You will be co-op. The majors will be co-ops. I'd love to see someone, like, if we do Comintern, I want someone to be brave and do China, but I just can't guarantee their survival. It'd be really, really funny. I mean, it depends how good as Soviets we do. If we can send them enough equipment to actually be a supply China, that'd be great. Manchukuo as Axis. No, Bruno, you've missed the point. You've missed the point, buddy. I'm not sure if it's going ahead. I'm not sure if it's going ahead. It would be a lot of fun, like I say, it'd be just a meme, but kind of want to play the Undine. Oh, guys, don't roast me in chat. I'm gonna try the Undine in asymmetric. If this is a good mode for grinding, why not try the sub? I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm glad that I didn't have my screen displayed because I just nearly doxed myself. Hey, we have a hood. This is actually really this is ideal for asymmetric because generally a sub would be in these conditions. Outnumbered, I mean. Also, I don't think the AI will know how to deal with me. I am very confident the AI will not know how to deal with me. Devouring some rice pudding, nice. Well, let me know how it goes, man. If we get the responses, I'm down for it. Otherwise, we could still do a smaller game, the lot of us, but I think that'll probably be an off-stream thing. I don't think I'm going to be streaming for much longer unless we do a Hoi 4 co-op. If we don't, then the bunch of us can jump in and play after for a little bit. I'm down with that, but that'll be like not long at all. I don't think that'll be like a couple of hours, so we won't get into the meat of it unless we're playing on high speed. Which I don't think we're going to be able to do altogether, I'm not sure. Apparently it's just Bruno. No offense, Bruno, but bro. We only got one guy. We got one guy. I guarantee you as well, if I ping you're installing War Thunder and we're about to start a Hoi 4 match, where we said if we lag, we're not going to play. Oh my lord, my guy. My guy, if you were actively trying to destroy the game anymore, that would be wild. Alright, Patat, I give you permission on this one occasion. At the strategy role in the strategy channel, just ask if anyone wants to join it. Like I said, if we get people wanting to do it, then I'll do it. If not, then, this might be one of the last matches of the stream. You are my voice on this occasion, Potato. Spend it wisely.
Enemy force detected.
You don't have to pause it now, obviously, Bruno, if you want to install it. But if we do the game, then pause it before we start the game so that there's no unnecessary lag. You don't have to pause it now, obviously. We might not do it. Like I said, no one's actually getting back at the moment. We had 4 people in, but you're the only one that's turned up. I mean, and Patats, that's 2, but... And me, I guess that's 3, but I'm only in if everyone else is in, so really it's just you 2. Enjoy your game, lads. It's a joke. I forget these are bots and I only need to... That looked painful. This is definitely the game mode to play a sub in, isn't it? Damn.
Torpedoes, direct front.
This is definitely the game mode for a sub, because you can actually hit guys in this. Normally they'll just evade their life out of here.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Yeah, let's go Corky.
Torpedoes to start.
I need to get my torps back to this tiger. Let's go Corky. Let's go. What a dude.
Commander, we've been detected.
And we're going. Sean is up. Let's go. What faction?
Hold below the waterline. Flooding quickly. Commander, we've been detected. Problem solved, sir. Enemy destroyer sighted. Hold below the waterline.
What faction?
Flooding quickly.
I think we should do Comintern. I think we should see if anyone's... Oh, actually, how many of us is there? So you, Corky, Sean, Bruno, me. What's that? I can't count. Guys, my ability to count has been severely hindered by playing water warships. Wow, I got bullied by bots. That's rough. Let's just do Soviets. Let's do Comintern. Let's do Comintern. I would like to co-op Soviets. I would like to do a co-op on the Soviets. Bit much for Comintern. Well, if we have Bruno on Mongolia and then 4 on Soviets, maybe someone will be brave and go China. It's not crazy. 156? What are you 156? If you think that's too much for Comintern, we could do another faction. But the whole point was, wouldn't it be funny if like 4 of us played Soviets, right? Bruno, I just want to warn you, China will be horrible, so you don't need to, like, don't jump to volunteer for that. I just wanted to see if anyone would be brave enough. I kind of wondered, because me and Dev used to always play China. We used to switch who was China and who was Russia. I was kind of wondering if Dev would volunteer. I'd love to see it. I get the feeling he still plays China more than I do, so I feel like he could probably do something interesting with it. But it is a fucking hard play in World of Blaze. Like, it is seriously hard in World of Blaze. So I wouldn't do it unless you really rate your skill. Like, I really wouldn't. I think 4 of us as the Soviets will lose. So, like, as a China, you're on your own. Like, that sort of thing, you know? I kind of want to co-op Soviets, like maybe be Navy Command. No, not Navy Command, obviously. I kind of want to, like, have a small tank army and just me do that. Because I feel like if I'm putting or maybe I could be air controller. Like, nah, I'm not gonna be air controller in a PvE game on stream. That would be kind of boring, wouldn't it? I need to do something that's not boring because I'm gonna be streaming it. Water Blaze plus player led. Yes, I think Water Blaze has its own peace deal options anyway. So Navy control in Mongolia. Let's do it. I could be moral support. Sean, are you gonna be China? I kind of like I actually think big Soviet support. Like, if Sean and Dev do China, me, Potato, Bruno, Corky do Soviets, like for our 2 best meta players on China, so, so they can just sit and stare at nothing all game. Oh, Dev said he'd be well up for it. That's gutting. He was well up for it a minute ago. That's kind of gutting. I'll at him quick. I'll quickly at him. Not at him, but I'll quickly message him. Just see if he's still up for it. He really took it bad, me giving him that Commonwealth role. Damn. He didn't take it very well. Rip. We'll see what he says. I messaged him, so he might come back and be like, yeah, can't wait, well excited, but I don't know how co-op works. So basically, with co-op, you have to communicate really well, which is going to be the hard part for us, because half of us haven't played together, and the half that have never co-opted. So, do we want state transfer? I don't think we need... We have state transfer? I don't think we need it. I don't think if we're just doing a Soviets co-op game, I don't think we need state transfer. I mean, if we had a Mongolia and a China, maybe they could state transfer later for RP, but I don't think we need state transfer. Because it's just more for people who don't have a playset set up to do that. But yeah, co-op, you have to communicate. That's going to be difficult for us, I think. That's going to be really difficult. Whoever's going to, like, lead the co-op, whoever's going to commit to leading the co-op, has to be confident that not only can they play a good game, but that they can, like, lead effectively. You need to not just be someone who's like, I'm a really good Soviet player. You need to be someone who's like, I can be the leader of a team. The ideal co-op is someone who regularly plays MP Britain, because you have to manage the colonies. Imagine you're managing colonies, except they're your nation too, right? That's how the co-op basically goes. You still got to move people. That's weird. Do Spain on my own. What? You can do a solo communist Spain? What? Oh, come on. Do China. Do Mongolia. Do Tanatuva. Do anyone. Your shit? Good. This is going to be a mess, I can tell. I can't wait. Was that a yes to state transfer? Patat, have you sent out the mod list to people, and did it include state transfer when you sent it? State transfer MP. Cool. All right, state transfer's in. State transfer is indeed in. Yeah, no reply from Dev as of yet. That's a shame. I thought he was in for that. I think he really took it poorly, me giving him the Commonwealth role. That's a rip. That's a rip, boys. I'm going to message T. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I nearly clicked stop streaming instead of change title. That's hilarious. Let's do this, boys. Gutted, Sean. I mean... Okay. Alright. We need to organise who's doing what then. So do you not want to do a co-op then, Patak? You don't have to do a co-op if you don't want to do a co-op. It would... They don't listen, fair. I haven't done a Hyper stream in so long. Changing the stream information. Do you know what? I'm going to say goodbye to the YouTube side. I don't think we actually have anyone over there. But if you are watching on the YouTube, thanks very much. I'm going to stop the YouTube side just to make it more simple. If you have been watching on YouTube, thanks very much. I'm going to close down the YouTube stream.